Touch to get there. Lay.
Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful. B3 Pick CV, we back again. Punch the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow, support the channel. We definitely working. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Man, blessed and highly favored, right? God got us, but the devil lurking. At the end of the day, we always working. Shout out to my brother Pugilism already in here. He said didn't even have to pick Ben winning. Just picking the fight to go the distance was plus 240. Enough boxing knowledge in this channel to go with the best value picks and stay humble. 1000%. 1000%. Listen, teamwork made the dream work. There's no I in team, only an I in win. And we can win together. So that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. And shout out to my brother Juan Claudio. Juan Claudio probably pull up today. Yeah, Juan Claudio definitely probably pull up today. He was right. He was on the money. Um, and I knew in my heart and my spirit, that Juan was the real McCoy when it come to picking boxing. He don't pick with his heart or anything like that. He understand the sport at the highest level. Um, that's just what it is. Listen to that brother Juan Claudio. He be knowing. Uh, so yeah, we made money, but we definitely missed out on money, not being diligent and not listening. Hey, you don't know everything. Remember that in life, man. It's always better to listen and observe than to speak. Because when you listening, when you observing, you can learn and you can grow. Kale creates already in a super chat, blessing the channel, helping us grow. Appreciate you, Kale. Say happy Monday, blessings to you and everyone. Let's go. We starting off the day with color in the chat. When you bless the man of God, you bless, man. I'm telling our people, we have promotion in our TikTok team. People sewing into me, helping me grow, helping me promote the right messages, helping me be positive, remaining positive, being a benefit, to the people around me, the people with kids, sowing life into people. Man, you reap what you sow. So I'm thankful for that. Appreciate you, Kel. Yeah, thank you so much. We building member of the channel, supporter of the channel. Um, man, listen, we had a good weekend. It was a great weekend of boxing. Fury, he got a unanimous decision over Makhmudov. When I really thought he should have got the stoppage, I picked him pre-fight to get a late stoppage. That didn't happen. I also picked Conor Ben uh pre-fight to get a late stoppage. Conor Ben was Regis, he was defensive, kind of used a lot of headbutt tactics. Conor Ben had cuts over both eyes. Conor Ben is not that guy. I don't know what he's going to do next. I think he's going to probably try to get the a Chris Eubank trilogy, because fighting Ryan or Devin at 147, he's going to get hurt. He's going to get beat. Devin will beat Conor Ben easy. People will be mad that they even paid and got the fight. They're not even going to put Conor Ben in with Devin Haney, with all due respect. Uh, that's just what it is. Shout out to Shanta. Appreciate you, Miss Mason, pulling up on me. She said, hit the like. Got to get back to the bushes and get back to work. Salute, B3. Appreciate you, love. Thank you for beautiful and thank you for all your support. Listen, we need that viewership. We need that love. We need them super chats, some super thanks to help us grow. This is grassroots. We build it from the ground up. So when people come through and genuinely want to see you do well and want to support, hey, ain't nothing better than that. It's nothing better than sowing in the people. It's nothing greater. So I'm truly thankful, right? Now, everybody was saying that Fury looked good and Fury is stop AJ. Pull up, man. Cause I didn't see all of that. I seen an old guy that couldn't get a man that was there to be hit out of there. You a 260 pound, 270 pound man, Mahmoud. I mean, he wasn't putting up really no resistance. And it almost looked like there was like, shout out to my brother D Free pulling up D Free Sports Talk. Make sure y'all follow my brother D Free Sports Talk. Let me just finish this free and I'm gonna bring you in. Now, it almost looked like they had they was tapping hands a lot. He was kissing on Makhmudov. They was fond of each other, So it almost looked like they had a silent agreement or something. And Makhmudov did a whole lot of holding and he was pretty much surviving. And and Turkey, Turkey was on the sideline looking like he was ready for him to get stopped, and it just didn't happen. It's just not. It just didn't happen. And for whatever reason, I never thought Fury was the biggest punches at the heavyweight division. He's not. But I mean, Guido's more heavy handed than you, Fury. Like that's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh boy, you couldn't bust this dude on his eye, cut him or nothing, get him up out of there. And when he was there to be hit, he was digging. Fury was digging to the body. Working to the body, couldn't get him out of there. And don't get me started on Conor Ben, but let me bring in Free. This ain't all about me. The team is here. Listen, the Too Savvy crew, the super team, the dream team. We gonna keep building. Free man, talk to me about the fights over this weekend. Let's start with Fury Makhmudov. What was your take on that matchup? Did you already move, Free? And cause your setup looking nice. And
Yeah. I already moved. I already moved.
okay, good. Congratulations. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Appreciate
Um,
it.
talk to me what you saw from Fury, and then did people was talking about there was vintage Fury and it was a great performance. Break down the performance for the people, and then we'll get into what you think about AJ fight next.
Nah, I mean, it was a good comeback fight for Fury. That was probably the best opponent for him to come back to. Because he doesn't have a lot of footwork. Makhmudov doesn't give you a bunch of variations of shots. He's gonna throw the jab and he's gonna throw the big right hand. Other than that, he really doesn't do too much of anything. So I think it was a good opponent for Fury to come back, and it went pretty much how everybody thought it was gonna go. Fury's never been considered a knockout artist, so I wasn't expecting Fury to knock him out. Um, it would have looked good for Fury as a comeback fight if he was able to knock him out, but I didn't expect Fury to knock him out because Fury's not a knockout artist. I mean, that's what we've heard from people the entire every time Fury has been in the ring with him. They were like, okay, yeah, he's a good boxer, but he doesn't punch that hard. So I wasn't expecting a knockout. I mean, it was an okay fight. I think it was more so a lot of you could tell that these guys was friends outside the ring. There was a whole lot of apologizing and handshaking and acknowledgement. Even when the referee didn't see a low blow, Tyson Fury was acknowledging, "Yeah, I did hit you low." So I mean, usually you don't see that from a Tyson Fury, and so you could tell that they was cool outside the ring. So it wasn't nothing spectacular that you say, "Okay, I waited all Saturday to see this." It wasn't that type of fight.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Before we move on, to Conor Ben, What was your take on them calling out AJ and which like the response from AJ? And I see pugilism talking about AJ Carson ain't got to be factored in if he's mentioning it 1000%. And shout out to Bruce Gas pulling up. Appreciate you, Bruce. Talk about that. Them calling out AJ and AJ's response. Do you think that was a proper response? Kind of being put on the spot, not having a contract agreement, or do you feel like AJ kind of should have stepped up and been more assertive in that moment?
No, I think AJ did exactly what he was supposed to do. He's been trying to get the Tyson Fury fight for years. Tyson Fury ain't been trying to get the fight with AJ. So AJ said, "Well, you want the fight? We're going to go on my terms. I'm not going on your terms. I'm the big dog. You're not the big dog." I mean, like I said, outside of Usyk, AJ is the biggest name in heavyweight outside of Usyk. Fury ain't never been a bigger name than AJ, regardless of when he was a champion and when he wasn't a champion. He ain't never been a bigger name than AJ. So I think AJ did exactly what he was supposed to do. The only time that Fury ever made a attempt to fight AJ was when they wasn't trying to do the rematch with Wilder. That was the only time he made an attempt to try to fight AJ. It was only because he didn't want to rematch Wilder. But nah, I think AJ did exactly what he was supposed to do. You want to fight, you're going to fight on my terms. I was trying to make the fight with you years ago for a while now. You ain't never want to make the fight. Now all of a sudden you need some money in your pocket. You want to make the fight with the biggest money maker in the sport that you can make it with. So you're gonna go on my terms. And I think it also had to do with the fact that Turkey is trying to put that fight on. We gotta remember, uh, AJ is signed to Eddie Hearn lifetime. So we know that Turkey just went behind Eddie Hearn back and made a deal with Conor Ben. Eddie Hearn probably told AJ, "Hey, look, we know that they're going to try to ask you for this fight after this fight is over with. We ain't doing nothing until it's on our terms. Then we'll make the fight for you. But we're not doing anything on Turkey's terms. We're doing it on our terms. So nah, I don't expect anything different from AJ.
Yeah, yeah. This I'm gonna be honest with you. When I seen AJ's response free, AJ looks like he's definitely still dealing with the tragedy of his friends passing. There's no way he can come over that. At in that fast of a time, he'll probably never get over it free. Seeing that type of loss in front of him. I mean, Remo sent me the video. Literally, his homie's head was literally all over the pavement. And blood, the blood was so thick, free.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like that glass. You know how you got that glass or like that marble
Yeah,
print, that wave marble print. That's how thick it was, and I was like, man, that's something you'll never forget when you see something like that. So him
yeah.
having being a part of it, and not only that, having some survivor's guilt,
Yeah, I
because
mean,
his
he said it in an interview after that. He said he wasn't. He said when he decided to come back, he never made it perfectly understood that he was coming back. I think somebody asked him about his him coming back. He said, "Yeah, when I decide to come back, I will figure out what's the best comeback fight for me." So it's still playing
yeah.
in his head, and I don't think he's mentally there yet. And that's what I said when it comes to to dealing with life changing situations or death knocking at your door and you escaped it, a lot of times you take things in perspective that you normally didn't look at before. And so right now, boxing might not be boxing is not the that's in the forefront of his mind right now. Right now, him living life and enjoying life right now is what's in the forefront. He spending time with his loved ones and seeing things that he never seen before, doing things he never done before. That's what he's trying to experience right now. If he decide to come back to boxing, then he will. But right now, he ain't thinking about coming back.
No, I think he's doing the right thing too because nobody wants to see him come back a shell of himself, or somebody get a gift win because his mental is not there. So yeah, shout out to T Mac pulling up. Appreciate you, T Mac. So we gotta really I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't send him a message already, but some of these people they got social media people, but I've been wishing AJ well, praying for him because That's a big situation. You know, imagine two of your best friends being unalive with you and with you present, man. That's a tough situation to go through. So it's gonna be a second. I didn't expect AJ, respectfully. I don't expect him to fight again. If he does, of course, it's gonna be some ridiculous money on the table. But they're gonna take their time with AJ because, and then they're gonna if he is gonna come back, they're gonna milk the fans. You know what I mean, Freddie?
Yeah.
They're not gonna just give you a AJ fight. Nah, they're gonna make AJ fight the biggest fight. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make this like a comeback. So he gonna be patient and wait his time. He's still showing up. You see what I'm saying? He's still on the scene or whatever, but he's not right. He's not right at all. Let me bring in Phase real quick, free. And salute to all the
Mhm.
members of the channel, supporters of the channel. Appreciate you, Phase, helping the channel grow. Um talk to me, Phase, man. What's your thoughts on the Fury fight?
Oh man, just typical classic Fury, man. Hate it or love it, man. He get the job done, and he only lost to Usyk, man. And I thought
You
he
got
did
you got
decent.
some you got a little music bleeding through, Phase.
Okay,
Where
hold
you
on,
out?
hold
You
on.
at what you at you out shopping?
No, I'm at the gym.
Oh, okay. Okay, appreciate you, Phase. Yes, I don't know if it's copyrighted. That's the only thing they'll try to flag is just um
I turned my
you know how
mic
that
down. Can
is.
you still hear me?
It's still bleeding through.
It's still
I already
bleeding
know
through.
when I be at Planet Fitness, they be doing the same thing.
Yeah, man, they
Yeah.
got this noise going on, man. But no, I think Fury looked good, man, and I think he cooks AJ. To be honest, bro.
Mm,
And B3, you went 1 for 3, man.
I
You
know,
had
nasty
you
work.
had the over on the 5.5 on the
I know.
Conor Ben fight,
Yeah,
but you
he
had
didn't close
Conor
the distance.
Ben TKO.
Yeah,
Then you had Tyson Fury stopping dude 9 through 12, but it went to decision. But I ended up taking Tyson Fury by decision, bro, because I know
good.
he a boxer first. Even
Yeah,
though Sugar Hill was trying to put that venom in him, trying to get him to stop him, Tyson Fury just a boxer. You know what I mean? Like
he is.
he a
He
boxer.
is. And Sugar Hill was coaching him to get that stoppage, and I live bet the decision. I was like, let me make a little money, and,
Yeah, yeah, I gotta get that
but
decision,
I
man.
missed. Did you live bet it or did you bet it pre-fight?
I bet it pre-fight
Oh,
because
so it's
it
good.
was
So you got it like 260 plus 260 then or
yes,
something like that.
sir,
Oh,
yes,
good,
sir.
good, good.
I'm like, I think Juan had Conor Ben going to decision.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
both.
he had Fury going to decision. I think he
Yeah,
had Brandon Adams going to decision, and I forget the
yeah,
other one, but
yeah. Juan is on point. Juan is a real. Ron always pick. To be honest with you, he rarely misses a pick. I'm gonna be honest. From since he been telling me picks. So I really wanted to bet it with him, but listen, you gotta put your pride and ego to the side. As a man, I don't care what you going through. Listen, observe. Don't. It's okay that you don't know everything. That's how I'm talking to myself. It's okay that I don't know everything. It's other people. I got free here. Free is so into your life here. He's been through so much more than me. You know what I'm saying? Just in life. So why wouldn't I be observing? Why wouldn't I listen? Why wouldn't I learn and soak up that game? You know what I mean? So listen, I'm gonna tell that's just a life lesson because I missed out on some money not putting those two picks in a parlay. You feel me? Like both of those are plus money. I think Connor was like plus 290 and Fury was plus 260.
yeah, for the decision, man, that'd have been big
Yeah.
money.
Right. I think it was like I put it together on here, but I just didn't bet. It was like a plus 1268. So $50 would have got you a little over $600. You can't beat that. You
No,
definitely
no,
can't beat that. But
you can't beat that. They talking a lot about Conor Ben saying that he trash, but Uh, Regis fought a good fight. If Regis, like that's why I want to bet on Regis because I felt like it was gonna go to decision, but I know Regis is good in like a 12 round fight. You know what I mean? Like he's good. He
he don't
he
got
he.
it. But you see, he don't have it no more.
No, he don't got it no more.
Nah, he
But
does.
he was like as far as skill wise, there wasn't a skill gap. I didn't see a skill gap. I didn't
I'm
see
with you.
a
Let me
skill
bring it.
gap.
Let me bring it free on that. Free. Talk to us real quick. About that Connor Ben versus Regis fight. Do you feel like they had similar skills and kind of what did you see that separated Connor was able to was it just his activity?
I think it was he was more active. he was a little quicker on his punches. Um, but I mean, it wasn't anything to say. Okay, you know what, Conor Ben. I think Conor Ben is. And remember, you asked me last week, where do I think Conor Ben have a better shot of becoming a champion at 147 or 154? I said I told you he has no shot at 54. I said he
at
could
all.
become a champion at 47, but it's going to be very hard for him. And that's exactly what I see. I see he has a shot to become champion, but it's gonna be very hard for him. Hold on one second. I got a call. Hold on one second.
Do your thing, Free. Appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. Free was right on the money with that. It's just Conor Ben is. I mean, Phase. If you can, I know you probably back in the gym. What's your thoughts on Conor versus Devin Haney? Devin Haney said that Conor needs to stay away from him.
Yeah, that's a brutal stoppage in the ninth round by Devin Haney with the right
Yeah,
hand and the right uppercut to the body, right cross
mhm,
across the face. That's a devastating knockout by Devin Haney. But
yeah.
I'm gonna say this: I think I'm still picking Conor Ben over Rolly, while everybody running around still talking about Rolly, still talking about Rolly could beat him, Rolly everybody could beat him. Okay, if they fight, I'm betting on Conor Ben.
Now the thing about it is with Rolly takes too many punches clean. So I can see,
That's a
yeah,
fact. It's a total different fight. Like we seen
yeah,
Conor Ben in a brawl, he go crazy and he got a good chin. So Rolly, when he get in the brawl, he get touched up.
yeah,
From what I see, when he try to do it with Pitbull, when he try to do it with Burso, when he try to do it with Tank, all his fights he get touched up.
yeah.
Oh,
The
these
thing
hoes
about
driving
this,
me
I do
crazy.
believe that Rolly is punching harder than Conor. I do believe that. Shout out to Bentley. He says he's
You
pulling
think
up,
so?
Bentley. Yeah, Rolly is punching harder than Conor. Yeah, it's proof. It's evident.
Hey, I don't
It's
know.
evident.
Rolly ain't been hurting nobody lately.
Well, I mean, he sat Ryan down and made him put his hands in his pocket, act like he was scared to fight. So, and
Yeah,
then you see what I'm
y'all give
saying?
him that. Y'all give him that.
It's shoes. He punching some kind of way because he made that brother. Because I mean, he made Ryan look
but
like a
didn't
shell
Conor
of
Ben
himself.
Yeah, that's what I
didn't
was
Conor
saying.
Ben drop?
I think
You really?
Rolly punches harder than Conor Ben. Um, and that was the thing. Like if 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 Conor Ben fights Ryan, I don't see anything that Conor Ben possesses that makes Ryan worry because Conor Ben, since he's been clean, Conor Ben hasn't possessed that power. I don't think Conor Ben has a knockout since he came back. So I mean, what is there to be scared of Conor Ben for? The Conor Ben that we used to know before he popped dirty was the Conor Ben that was knocking everybody out. Now this Conor Ben is going the distance in every fight. There's nothing
Be
anybody need
free.
to be worried about.
Be free. I push back on you about Rolly though. When have he knocked somebody out?
No, but
Before
see,
Tank, before Hernandez? Yeah.
I'm not talking about Rolly knocking anybody out. I'm talking about Conor Ben ain't trying to fight Rolly. Conor Ben is trying to fight Ryan.
I want Rolly.
So
I want to
the
pick on
Conor Ben,
Rolly.
no, he sent the off. I mean, he called out Ryan. He ain't called out Rolly. He called out Ryan. And so I don't think Conor Ben possessed anything that scares Ryan. Now Rolly, I'm not saying that Rolly is going to beat Conor Ben, but everybody that's been in the ring with Rolly said that man Rolly can punch. Now he might knocking a person out is by you setting up your shot and hitting the correct shot, or you getting lucky and hitting a shot on your opponent. But it ain't taking away the fact that that man could punch. Everybody said, even Tank Davis, that's the hardest man I mean, he punches the hardest out of everybody I've been in the ring with. Ryan Garcia said that man hits harder than Tank Davis. Other people that fought Ryan, fought Rolly. Everybody that fought Rolly said this man is punching. I haven't heard anybody say Rolly don't punch that hard. I haven't heard anybody say that.
Yeah, you got to land that right shot, man. And I just feel like with them two guys, they both started late. It's a great fight. I hope the PBC is reaching out to Conor Ben.
And, And you know what? A-
Yeah.
a- And learning that right shot. Him being under Ishmael Silas. I mean Ishmael Silas. I think Rolly is becoming a better boxer. The one thing that I did notice in that fight with Conor Ben and Regis Prograis, Regis Prograis landed some clean shots on Conor Ben. It's just Regis Prograis didn't have anything in his shots anymore. Let Rolly hit him with those same shots. Conor Ben might be getting up off the canvas. And I think it was a couple of times that Regis actually kind of stunned Conor Ben. Because I seen Conor Ben take a couple of steps back. He was like, okay, he caught me with a nice one right there. All right, let me gather myself and come back in a different way. So I don't know. Conor Ben ain't known for having the best defense. He's just known for bulldozing his opponents. He's not known as a boxer or a defensive fighter. He's known for a guy that's supposed to have power and a guy that put a lot of pressure on his opponents to knock them out or get them to give up. That's what he's known for.
Well, D Free, I think Regis is a better fighter than people give him credit for. They like to talk bad about Regis, but I think Regis is a good boxing mind, and he got a nice left hand from the southpaw stance.
Oh no, I've never said Regis was a bad opponent. I think at this point in time in Regis' career, he's like a C minus, maybe a D level opponent at this point in time because he's an older fighter. But if you look at Regis' career overall, his career tells you that he was not a bad fighter. You could say whatever you want to say. Oh, he was one dimensional. Well, he only has 3 losses in his career, or it might be 4. I think it's 4 now. He just lost Friday. I mean, he just lost Saturday. So yeah, he got 4 losses in his career. So out of all the guys that he's fought, only 4 people was able to beat him. So you can say how bad you want, and he ain't got a weak resume. He got some decent names on his resume. There's only been Josh Taylor, um, Devin Haney, Conor Ben, and I believe Jack Catterall is the only guys that beat him.
Yeah, and let me just say this. Shout out to Angie, baby. Appreciate you, Angie, pulling up. A member of the channel, helping us grow. Appreciate you, Angie. And well, yeah, I mean, Regis is pretty much done respectfully. He couldn't let his hands go. It was really unfortunate. It was a lot of headbutts. It was like an ugly fight, and both of those fights was kind of ugly. It was a lot of holding in the main event with Fury and Makhmudov, and it looked like Fury was carrying Makhmudov, and then with Regis, I mean, Regis he couldn't let his hands go. He did more in the Jojo Diaz fight to secure that win, and I was really actually expecting Conor Ben to be able to push Regis back to a certain degree and land bigger shots in order to get Regis out of there. But I mean, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He didn't have the power. And like you were saying, maybe it's that those additional pounds that he cut, bringing up a Regis from 140 pounds. He got the job done, y'all. But I mean, somebody that's competing at a championship level, if he's going to do that, I think he should have made a statement and should have got Regis out of there based on how that fight played out.
Hey, to be honest, he don't know how to compete at a championship level because he ain't never did
Right.
it.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's real talk. Let me bring in Job, man. Peace and blessings, bro. How you feeling?
Peace and blessings. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, if I don't see we when we building, I really want to show you. I really want to show you a fight, but I'm like, we gotta build. We gotta take our time and stuff like that. We don't want anything hindering. We just got our monetization. But y'all got good boxing out there, on display. His professional debut, I got to watch it today. I was thankful that I was able to watch it, and the other clips that you sent us, those was fire.
Oh, it
Now,
don't have to be like it could just be on some chill stuff. It was just I don't box no more though. I don't
yeah,
plan on boxing no more.
right. I
Like
understand that.
if somebody paid me some good money for like sparring or something, I'd do that. But it just on some chill stuff. Aunt McQueen had reviewed it for me on his channel one time. It
Yeah.
was pretty
Shout
dope.
out
I
to our
wanted to
brother
see
Ray.
how y'all go in on it if y'all reviewed it, like jokes and whatever you want to say. I'm open to it.
Well, it's nothing to joke. I mean, you
I mean, it's
drop
some
kids.
like you could have fun laughing and critiquing it because I ain't the best or nothing like that.
Hey, you can
Man,
put it in a private chat, Josh.
Uh, I don't know. I sent it in a group text though. Whoever want to put it in there.
Paige, you gotta put your number in the
It's on
private chat,
YouTube
and I'll
though,
add it. I'll add you to the group where we get the link and whatnot.
but that ain't my
Okay,
channel though. That is on.
bet.
That's Starbucks.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't
That
want to
was
play it.
dope. I talk chop it up about it too. Just my experience as a fighter.
Yeah. Talk well before we get into Fury. I mean, if you wanna talk to us, bro, you can break it down, or we can get into
I
that
mean,
Fury.
just for context though, that fight,
Hmm.
I was sick, like flu or something,
I could
COVID or
tell.
something. That was like right around when they started the bubble, like right after that. So I was dead. Then I'm fighting somebody who was a Golden Glove, I don't know where, somewhere maybe in Staten Island or something. That fight at 165. I never fought above 140 or 141 because that's what it was in the amateurs. My whole life, I never fought that much, like that big. I look big though. Then if you look at the fight, like the height that they got wrong, it's some stuff. It's some funny stuff. And then like I don't know who was narrating my fight, but it was pretty dope because that was my first fight. Um,
That brother said you was cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, it was fine. I wish I would have like. I just like the highlights. Like only reason I was boxing, cause I'm trying to put my brand on, and I'm like boxing. It come easy to me. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just was kind of being lazy instead of focusing on what I'm really about, which is like art and stuff like that.
The only thing I would say is I would love to see you. Did you watch the Pavel versus Iglesias fight from this past week?
Nah,
The 168
I
championship
don't
fight?
know. I don't know
Okay,
it. I
it
just
was
don't know the name. I was watching the fights though.
this big boy named Iglesias. He fought on Thursday, but all I was gonna say is, see, I be liking when dudes like can step around their opponent. You know, when he was kind of rushing you and you was hitting him with that hook, you know, that check hook.
You
And
talking
some
about
of your younger
the heavyweight from the British heavyweight?
no, free the Iglesias fight from this past Thursday when he was fighting the Pavel
Oh, you
dude
talking
who
about
stopped
Iglesias?
him. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
fought this kid, Pavel kid. Now, and Pavel just had the footwork to kind of get away from him a lot, even though, Iglesias ended up stopping him. But I just like how he was getting back to the center of the ring. Like, and you know what I'm saying, using the jab, getting back to the center of the ring, not staying on the ropes. Just little stuff like that. Like, I love when dudes can use their feet and not in a running way. Like some of the videos that you were sending us, Ja, when you was doing it, that was beautiful work. Now you on your pro debut, you was in somebody hometown, and he was an aggressive fighter, and he could take a punch because you was catching him. You was catching him clean with your hook, your check hook was catching him, and then you also caught him with your backhand, your brick hand. So I was like, wow, you was hitting him with the two. I was like, okay, but he was tough. He was tough. Did you end up?
Yeah, he was
What did they?
headbutting me.
What was
Like
the
at
decision
one,
that they made?
they gave it to him.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
they
Mm-hmm.
wanted a rematch too, because they felt like that wasn't a clear win or something. They could have gave it to
Hmm.
me in my opinion, but I ain't
Yeah.
tripping off of that. But like he was headbutting at the one point, like everything he was doing was just trying headbutt. And I blame myself 'cause I wasn't prepared for headbutting. Like I was
Hmm.
disappointed in myself for that. Like
Hmm.
and that fight I wasn't. And then if I was really like on point, 'cause he might have been weight drained, he might have been sick too. So it ain't no excuse or not. I just ain't get to show nothing like that I really wanted to. I was just in there like, but
Hmm. He
it's
was
a
in there
lot of
just
stuff
fighting.
that I could do. Like, and it was
See, I seen after the
I'm
first round
grateful
when you
for
was
that
talking
though.
to your corner that something was wrong. You was doing a little, you was saying
Yeah, my
something I couldn't
team
make
was
out.
off that night too.
Hmm.
But I don't blame them either.
Yeah.
but they was off like they was blowing me the whole time.
I think it was the fourth round when you threw a real hard left hand, and it just missed. And I think that if you would have dropped him with that one, or you could have probably stopped him with that one. That was a hard punch. You put your all into that, but it just missed him.
What in the first round, he said.
Mm-mm. Then the
uh,
fourth, the one you miss.
oh yeah, I
Uh-huh.
wasn't even by that time. Like I wasn't even giving a damn, cause I'm like, man, you know he
I
headbutting,
mean,
and
yeah.
I ain't wasn't serious about boxing like I
But
was
see,
supposed to be. While I
but
was
see,
doing so much with it.
but see, that's a play on. That's a play on. That's insight that he has because he know for a fact if he just the aggressor, they gonna give him the rounds he at home.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's like that's all he had to do was make it a rough fight. He didn't really have. I thought he had good. I thought he had good speed, and he seemed like he was pretty strong, but I didn't like his attack. I didn't like how he was he was just trying to be super aggressive. If you didn't spend too much time on the rope in the third and fourth, you'd have won. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you would have just stepped around him and got back to the center of the ring and used your jab, like Juan was saying, just keep popping out your jab, get back into the
Yeah,
center.
it
You would
was
have won that
little
easy.
stuff I could have done to win for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would have been easy. But that's it. You
But
just
I'm
spent a
in
little bit of
there. I
time,
was in there and in the moment for real. You know what I'm saying? Like
and you got a
that's where
little
I need
winded.
my team. Like I would have like if I was really more mature during that time, I would have just started like telling my team how I wanted it to go. Because I think they was having trouble who was going to be in the corner coaching me and stuff like that.
Mm.
And then like somebody else who was supporting me, they was blowing me like they was saying stuff. Go ahead. But that was throwing me off though. Like
Mhm.
if you hear a voice, but like their voice wasn't helping me. It was just throwing me off. Like it was unusual for me. But it was a familiar voice, like a trusted familiar voice. So that was like blowing me the whole time. Like there was a
I'm with
lot of
you.
stuff going on. Ain't no excuses though for nothing.
Nah, it was. I was. I appreciate you giving us the footage, man. That was enjoyable to watch. Um, Listen, we gotta learn. We just learning every day. It's always better than observe and listen. That way you learn. Now, did you get a chance to watch any of the fights from this weekend? Did you get a chance to watch Fury versus Magmudov on Netflix?
Yeah. I
What was
thought
your
that was a beautiful display of like professionalism by Fury. I like
mm,
Mahmoud. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I like him though.
Magmudov?
He was tough though, but he wasn't on Fury level at all. Oh, keep doing that.
What was your thoughts on
Um,
him, kind of with the excessive holding? Do you think he was just kind of that's just what he
Tyson
had to
broke
do?
him down. He was dead.
Yeah,
Like he took his legs from him,
yeah,
and
from the
he was
body
just
shot.
taking punishment. Tyson could have stopped him. He started, just working out on him, just relaxing, playing around with, just practicing on his moves and his flow. He broke him down.
Yeah.
He just
Now
was nowhere near Tyson level though. I like the other heavyweights too. Uh, is dark skin yo.
the
I
Richard
forgot who he
Reactor,
fought. He
he
looked
fought
good in
Jamie
that fight.
TKV. Yeah, he stopped him. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
some
Reactor.
Regis and Connor. I
Mm-hmm.
thought Regis looked great. If it wasn't for his legs being dead, I feel like he would have won that easy. But it looked like his leg. I don't think his legs is all the way gone. Just period. I think for that fight, it was like, cause Regis looked like he got some healthy legs. So it's like he probably something else was going on with his legs. Cause from the very beginning of the fight, he was already as if he got clipped. How he was moving his legs, but Regis was the smarter fighter and he was landing like his game plan was way more effective than Connor's. Connor started headbutting like I could tell when somebody headbutting from my experience and just watching other fights too. Like Connor started headbutting in that fight, like but the favor was for for Connor. So and then also the ref, like the ref is a person in the ring. So the way they move around, like I could see why people say like they biased over there with their judges and their refs and stuff. Cause the ref was kind of blowing Regis, like almost like taking energy from him and kind of like being in his way in a way. Not a lot of people probably don't pay attention to that. And then it was suspicious to me how Connor never his endurance always stayed the same. Like that was very suspicious. Nobody does that. Like not the way not how active he is. Like nobody stay that like their endurance don't stay from like they in the first round through the whole fight. Like that was suspicious. And he was already weight drained before the fight, like clearly. Like I don't know. That was sketchy to me.
Hey, Josh, did you hear the post conference when Regis basically saying he was scared to take that fight? It didn't look like he was scared when he got in that ring. As a fighter, do you see like
I mean,
why
Regis from
Regis
New
said that?
Orleans at the end of the day. So he probably would, like I said, the sketchiness probably was why he's scared. Then he over there, and then he probably could have won still. The way I seen him perform, he probably could have still won, but it wasn't. That wasn't the setup for Regis to win. So he probably was scared. But at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
he's from New Orleans.
He
You
did
understand?
great. He did great. I see the same thing you did. His legs, he couldn't take a good step. He couldn't really move his feet to punch or back up really. He had to stand there and just play a crafty veteran boxing game with Conor Ben. And he damn near did good.
Yeah, that could have been something going on over there. Why his legs looked like he already was wobbled before the fight even started. But Connor was the one clearly weight drained. Cause you over there, you only got so many options before the fight. Where did you eat? And they know the landscape better than you, so ain't really know where you could go, where you could feel like, yeah, I'm secure with this preparation, eating, just walking around, period, even in your room, wherever you at.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that fight a lot closer, man. I was hoping they robbed Conor Ben. I ain't gonna lie. I put money on Regis.
It
I
just
put
had
money
to
on.
make sense. It don't make sense to rob him. Like,
All
'cause
right,
what they
rob
was
that
gonna do
motherfucker,
with
man.
Regis, he already a journey, man.
I think I put 40 on Regis to win by decision, and I felt like he probably was like, I was a 10 rounder. I felt like Regis won 4 rounds. So I was hoping something would be like, you know, give him the nod, but there in the UK, that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
About
we
it
just
was
won no. I don't think we just won no 4 rounds. I gave him two. I ain't give him no four. I gave him two. Um, Regis wasn't really doing anything. I mean, he was throwing shots, but they wasn't landing. And the ones that he was landing, it was usually to the body. I mean, like outside of the headbutts, he really ain't do no damage to Conor Ben. I mean,
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree
I
with
give him credit for um what he did because he did fought at a weight that he never fought at before, and he was fighting a bigger guy, and he stood his ground because even though he was getting beat up in the end of the fight, he was still coming at Conor Ben. He was making Conor Ben fight on the back foot. So I give him credit, but I couldn't give him more than 2 rounds because he was just taking too many shots. Now if he was landing more than he was taking, or he was landing just as much as he was taking, I would say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to give it to Conor Ben because he's a smaller guy and he's going blow for blow with Conor Ben. I mean, I'm sorry, I had to give it to Regis because he's a smaller guy and he's going blow for blow with Conor Ben. I would give it to Regis because of him being the smaller guy, but he wasn't doing that. He was more so just saying, you know what, you're not gonna knock me out. I'm willing to take the shots that you've given me, but you're not knocking me out. It just you don't have enough power on your punches to knock me out. So I give him credit for making it to the 10th round. And I saw that I think I was on BBO Friday. It was either Friday or no Thursday, and they was talking about BVO talking about he's betting on Regis the dog walk Conor Ben. Another person said that Regis probably knocked Conor Ben out or whatever. I was like, dog, yeah, Regis not winning this fight. I said your best bet, a safe bet for y'all to take if y'all want to win money, is this fight go the distance, and that's exactly what happened. I thought that Conor Ben was going to stop Regis in the sixth round by the sixth round, but he couldn't, and it showed me what Conor Ben is. He's not a guy that's gonna be a champion at 54 or 47. I don't see him being a champion at neither one of those weight classes until those
And D
guys, the top level guys, are gone.
and D Free, I'm sitting there watching some of the highlights of Conor Ben with Eubanks, and he just looked kind of ferocious. I didn't see none of that against Regis. He didn't put him against the rope like B3 said.
No,
He
he
didn't do
didn't. He
nothing.
didn't.
He didn't do nothing.
No, he
He
didn't.
didn't really. He hit him with good shots. He hit him to the body some good times, but he didn't really impose his will on dude.
And you know what? I think it might have had to do with something with a little bit with Conor Ben might have been drained for that fight because him getting on that scale, that little Instagram post that Fight Hype put out of Regis getting on the scale, that man looked drained. I don't even know why he would allow them to videotape him getting on the scale like that. That man looked drained. I'm looking at him, I'm like, he don't look healthy. That's not the kind of Ben that I'm used to seeing. He don't look healthy at all. And you talking about going down to 47? You okay? You gonna mess around and get knocked out down there? Go ahead. I don't like him.
Hey, he might as well stay at 60, huh?
You might as well.
Stay at
Might as
60.
well because he's not winning at 54. He goes down to 47. He might get stopped by somebody because he's gonna be weight drained. He might as well stay at 60. I mean, I think you can win some fights. I don't know if you can be champion, but I think you can win some fights at 60. I don't think he beat nobody like what's my guy? What's my guy that got the title? Well, he definitely not beating Laurel, but the other guy. God, I can't think of his name right
At
now.
160 free or
Yeah,
154? You talking about
160.
160? The champions are Dames and Laura right now.
Adonis. I know he can't beat Laura, and I don't think he beat Adonis neither. I think he gets stopped by Adonis. I think he gets
Adonis
stopped.
moved up D Free and B3. He said he going 68.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good
he
for
moved up.
boxing.
He moved up.
Yeah, because
Well,
he
I
could
mean
barely he barely made that weight.
that's
Yeah,
even
he
a
need to go
better
back to
way for
60,
Conor
bro.
Ben to be champion because he
Yeah,
moved.
60.
If he's moving up, then that means there's only one
Mm-mm.
champion there with one belt.
Because then he gonna have to fight. They gonna WBC gonna put him in with Jorge Perez.
You know who I want to see? You know who I want to see Conor Ben in there with? I want to see Conor Ben in there with, and I think he might end up getting beat up by Conor Ben. I mean, Conor Ben might end up getting beat up by him. Put him in there with Jalil.
I would love that.
Hey, not to mention they got the devil up there, Yo Yo.
Man, Conor Ben. I mean, Jalil will whip Conor Ben, man.
Yo Yo.
But they
Jalil
ain't
might
ready for that.
Jalil might Jalil
Jalil is
might whip
like,
Conor Ben.
yeah, Jalil is 6 feet. Man, Conor Ben don't want that part. No parts of Jalil.
Jalil might whoop him
And Conor can't really box too well off the back foot. Yeah,
because
Jalil a
Conor
dog
Ben
him out.
Conor
It'll be
Ben
ugly.
kind of he didn't have his way with Pete Dobson like Jalil did. Jalil pretty much had his way with Pete Dobson. Conor Ben was kind of struggling with Pete Dobson at times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, and that was when Jalil was cutting to 47.
Yeah, Jalil
So
was forcing himself down there.
I think they should, but they're gonna try to maximize profit with Conor Ben, and that'll be a bad fight for him. I feel
No,
like
Jalil's at 60. He's not at 54. Jalil's at 60.
because Zuffa doesn't do 54.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how they lay everything out. Um, let me
Hold on,
ask
let
you.
me say something real quick about Jalil.
Mm.
Like, how are we gonna promote Jalil though? Cause it ain't like his name is like they gonna give him a Conor Ben fight. Like, how that's gonna happen?
Because he with
Good work.
Zupa, the same way Zupa promote everybody.
Mhm. Are
What
you in
they
line?
doing though? What Zuffa doing that make their promotion special at all? Like, and then what they gonna do with Jalil? And then what could we do as people who want to
No,
support Jalil or
what I'm
fans
saying
of
is Connor Ben is signed with Zuffa and Jalil is signed with Zuffa. They ain't gotta put no promotions on. They signed with Zuffa. You gonna fight. This is who it's the same way they do in the UFC. This is who you fighting. You moved up the one.
oh they just gonna make the fight anyway. It don't
Yeah,
matter
Mm-hmm.
who
if
the
you're the
bigger
number
Mm-hmm.
name.
one, if you're the number one guy and that's the champion or that's the number two guy, the number one fight the number two or the number one fights the champion. That's how they do it. They don't really do no promotions like that.
We'll see. I ain't seen nothing from him yet. But like then how we Connor probably just going duck cause like where Jalil campaigning at?
He's at 60.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no way he's campaigning at. It's the only way he can be at. It's either going to be
Yeah,
47 or
Connor
60.
ain't
He ain't
taking
going down
that.
to 47. He's at 60. He
Yeah,
fought
that's
there
why
already.
Connor going down after he just went up.
Right. He don't
Connor,
want that. He
I'm gonna
just
tell
had
you
a he
right
just want
now,
to license up with Reezy.
over there on Zuffa, if Conor Ben fight at 47, Conor Ben mess around and get beat by somebody in Zuffa. Because them dudes over there in Zuffa, they fighting. They like, hold up. We got a chance to be champion and ain't nobody over here to take it from us. Oh, yeah, we're gonna fight over here. They fighting
Yeah.
And,
over there.
and we got a chance to beat Conor Ben, no politics. We getting in the ring
The-
with him. Oh
have
yeah.
you watched the
Man, they
Zuffa
gonna put all type of hands on Connor.
the five matches that Zuffa put on Ja? Because them dudes been thumping. It ain't
Man,
been no
Tony
easy
Hirsch.
fights over there.
Listen, Tony Hirsch Jr. Was at the UFC event looking like a king. They had him that brother in the front row smiling, had his stunting shades on. I was
Yeah.
happy for him, off of one fight, off of beating one young prospect and Robert Merriweather the third. Shout out to King Rob. But that's what they doing, man. It's good.
I
It's
ain't
good
see it
promotion,
yet.
John. They got
I got
yeah,
I
yeah. You got
gotta
to check
check it
that
out.
fight out, man. Yeah, check out Tony Hirsch Jr. versus King Robert
Man,
Merriweather
check
the
out.
third.
I'm gonna check
Good
Actually,
out
fight.
all they fights and
I'm
see
about to say
what
you
they
could
about.
check out every
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Zuffa boxing, they had like one or two names on there that you might know, but every last one of those fights that they put on, them joints been competitive because there's a bunch of 50-50 fights. Everybody is the same caliber of opponent, and there's a bunch of 50-50 fights. They've been very competitive. It ain't been no boring fight. You like, man, okay, this fight boring. Turn this joint off. It ain't been none of
Mm-mm,
those. I ain't even gonna
mm-mm.
lie, and I wasn't even big on Zuffa like that. But the fights that I've been watching, they ain't putting on not a single fight that I've seen so far where I'll be like, man, this fight need to hurry up and be over. This joint is boring. I ain't seen one yet.
Hey, hey,
But they
hey,
don't.
hey.
But hold on, let me just say this
Oh, go
real
ahead.
quick, Phase. They don't have no sloppy, respectfully, none of no sloppy fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's not what they doing. They matching them up
No,
50-50. You see what I'm saying,
Bentley,
Free?
yeah,
Go
Bentley,
ahead, answer that for you got it.
yeah, Bentley, they doing the original 8 divisions. So they doing 135, 147, 160, light heavyweight. They added cruiserweight, heavyweight, I believe 126,
And one more,
and it
right?
was another
Maybe
weight class.
118. Maybe like 118 or something, maybe. Because it's
Yeah,
gonna be one. Yeah,
they doing the original
mhm.
8 weight classes. The original 8. They're not doing no 130. They're not doing no 140. They ain't doing no 54. They ain't doing no 68. They just added cruiserweight because they wasn't doing cruiserweight at first. They just added cruiserweight because they signed Ja Obata. Because they signed him, they added cruiserweight, but they wasn't
Now,
doing
if
that at
you
first.
no, let me just say this. I didn't see this just yet, Billy. But if Janabek signed with Zuffa, we got to see if they're gonna do super middle free because he's gonna leave
Uh,
160. And so he gonna maybe have to fight at 75 unless they're gonna
Janabek is trying to sign with Zuffa because he's suspended.
mm, yeah, that makes
And he's
sense.
trying he's trying to get around of being able to fight. But I think they still fight under the same commission. I don't think they fight under a different commission.
Right.
So
Yeah,
depending
they
on
in
where they
Vegas.
at. Yeah, so they in Vegas, they're going to be under that Vegas commission. So I don't think he can get around it. But I think that's the
Yeah.
main reason why he's trying to get they stripped him of his belt. well, one of them anyway, and they suspended him. So he's trying to get around.
I do. I see that. Let me look it up right now to see if he still has his WBO. I know the IBF
No,
took the
no
belt from
super
him.
light, no super light, no super welterweight, none of that. Is the original lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight,
Talk to me.
cruiserweight, and heavyweight.
Let me see here. I didn't hear. I didn't see that Tiger King. But see, the thing about it is, I can't put that on the screen. But God bless you. Appreciate you pulling up. If he did say that, man, he's just a fighting man. See, a lot of these guys, respectfully, they willing to unallow themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're really willing to die in the ring. And Chisora, I mean, he wants somebody to put him out. I'm just gonna be real. Deontay Wilder couldn't do it. This brother literally had his wife over there shaking her head like, "Yeah, we done." You know, why what how much more money do you need? Now, if you in debt or you gotta fight, to put your family through school, that's one thing. But I mean to literally be a national treasure and a hero in your whole country. Everybody in your whole country call you Dale Boy, know your name. They call you War Chisora. For you to go back in the ring at 42, 43 years of age, I mean, what are you proving? So I mean, okay, maybe he'll fight Richard Riakporhe, and I could see him fighting Richard Riakporhe in Africa, and I support watching the fight. But I mean, at what point do you listen to your spouse and say, okay, bro, like, how about you just enjoy life, maybe commentate on boxing? You know what I'm saying? Let me see here about this 160 real quick. All right, so yep, the IBF is vacant, and Janabek is still the WBO champion. Denzel Bentley is the interim for the WBO. So that's good. Denzel just beat Andrew Saavedra, so they're gonna have to update the rankings. They're gonna probably put Yo-Yo. They probably gonna force Yo-Yo to get that fight, unless Yo-Yo fights Jesus Ramos. Yo-Yo is number one in the WBA. Yo-Yo is 14 in the IBF, but in the WBC he's number two, and in the WBO he's number three. So Yo-Yo is in good position, in real good position, right now. Hey, FaZe, jump in, FaZe. You had something for us?
Oh no, I think I was gonna say something about Connor Ben, but I lost track of thought. But it was something I was gonna say. I'm gonna think about it.
No, you good. You good. Um, okay. I'm just looking at these landscape now. I'm looking at this 160.
Oh
Amari
no, that's what I was
Jones.
gonna say. When we was watching that Merriweather and what's my boy named Tony Hirsch,
Hmm.
it was a lot of one. They fight at 135. I think it was a lot of 135 fights that day because remember it was like Maceo, the guy I like,
Maxio. Yep. Mark
Maxio.
Maxio. Hmm.
So they lightweight division popping.
Yeah.
And it's
Andres
popping.
Cortez. Yeah.
And
It's
then
good.
was that a Hispanic guy that knocked out the brother in like 5 rounds
That
that
was
night too?
Alexis De La Cuerda. I made money on him. I had him and Andres Cortez in a parlay. I'm
Come on,
happy
bro.
for him. Yeah.
They
It
lit
worked.
right now down there at lightweight division
Yeah, but
in
see,
Newport.
they're gonna put him versus Tony Hirsch, and Tony Hirsch gonna be too much for that kid.
Oh,
Tony
that'll
Hirsch
be.
is a style match. Aside, he got a lot of height and a lot of reach for that weight class.
He fight like Dre a little bit. He fight like Andre
Man,
Ward a little bit, like little something, something, little bit.
man, you gonna have some pop to beat Tony Hirsch. You gonna have to hurt him because he was there on a mission. Yeah, he was on a serious mission. I want to see what Troy Osley gonna do. Amari Jones. I know Amari Jones is with Golden Boy. Hopefully they can position him for a title shot. He probably gonna have to fight one more tough fight before he get a title shot. The IBF is vacant and Amari Jones is number four. So maybe he'll be able to fight for the vacant IBF. We'll see. At 160. Mm. I like how the sport of boxing is shaking out with Zuffa and having extremely competitive matchups, and then we having action like pretty much every weekend in this in championship sanctioned championship boxing outside of Zuffa. We got Alicia fighting this weekend, so that's good. I'm gonna see everybody that's fighting this weekend. Um, Jai, are you with me? Let me ask you something real quick,
Yeah, I'm
Jai.
still here.
Like when you see Conor Ben, Devin Haney said Conor Ben should stay far away from him. What's your thoughts on Conor Ben competing against either Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney at 147? Do you feel like those is winnable fights for Ryan for Conor?
Yeah. I mean, the way he be active in there, he could win any of them fights.
Okay. Yeah.
I got Devin spanking him though, but I would love to see the fight. Cause Connor acting and Ubek ain't no joke. He was weight trained. Just watching him in that fight, I seen him in a lot of fights. So yeah, uh, yeah, it's
That's
winnable fights for him for sure. But like, man, we ain't see certain fights when it come to Ryan and Devin that really display their true skill level. So yeah, Connor could be somebody that could display it because he's so active and he tough too. So it'd be more of a display for Ryan than Devin though. I would love to see Devin fight Carter though. That'd be hilarious. 147, easy. Devin will probably do a catch weight for him, 150.
just the cooking. I got Devin stopping him. But I agree with you, Ja. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not finna say Rolly could beat Conor Ben. And Ryan, he gotta show me too, man.
I take Rolly though, like not like he's showing so much, but Ryan had to show me more than Rolly would. Like, 'cause Ryan, I don't know what he'd do. Like, he'd throw his skills in the trash right before the bell. Like, I don't know what Ryan gonna do in a fight. Like, I don't, he just throw all his skills in the trash. Like, but Rolly way better than people give him credit for. He just a dog. Like, he a real game fighter. Like when Pitbull was whipping him around. That was because Rolly was trying to do something. Like he was taking risk. And then if you see him when he got wobbled, like it take a true warrior to do what Rolly did when he got wobbled.
I'm with you on that. I'm looking at it. Conor Ben is number 4 in the WBA for Rolly's belt, and he's number 1 for Ryan's belt. For Devin Haney, he's not ranked. He's not ranked for the WBO with Devin Haney. Maybe they pulled him, or maybe they decided not to include him in the rankings because he said he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. These dudes, I mean,
He
that's just
ducking. You
like,
know why B3. He ducking Devin
yeah,
Haney.
that's like that's bad for the sport. Let me bring in Free. Free. Talk about Conor Ben versus Devin or Conor Ben versus Ryan. What's your thoughts on those matchups?
Uh, I don't think Conor Ben has no shot of beating Devin Haney. Um, from what I seen with Regis Prograis, he had a hard enough time beating Regis Prograis. I mean, in order for you to say you're a guy, you're the big guy at a division, you gotta make people fear you. Don't nobody fear Conor Ben after what they just saw with him and Regis Prograis. Everybody looked at Regis Prograis as a gatekeeper or fighter on the way out. Nobody looked at Regis Prograis as a top level fighter at this point in time in his career. So you having a hard time beating Regis Prograis is not scaring anybody. I don't like I said, I don't think he beats any of those guys at 47. I don't think he beats any of them, in my opinion. None of the champions. I don't think he beats any of them at 47 right now. The I can't even say who will be the easiest opponent out of the 4 champions that they got there. I can't say who will be the easiest. I don't know. I mean, y'all tell me who y'all believe is the easiest opponent out of the four.
Rolly.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe Lewis Crocker, but Lewis Crocker's a big man. Like he's not no little dude. Uh, but I think he may be the least skilled. To be honest with you. I mean, he was able to box a little bit against Patty. Patty's decent, but Patty's not proven at the top level. Patty ended up getting rocked and dropped by Rolly and probably hurt real bad. So I think if I had to rank him right now, it'd be Devin. I'm gonna say just based on the eye test, Ryan, Rolly, and then Lewis Crocker. Now I know it would say, "Well, Rolly beat Ryan." I think Ryan. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But it's just like if he would have let his hands go and caught Rolly at any point, he probably could have got Rolly up out of there. But he ain't even let his hands go.
It's a, it's a reason why he ain't let his hands go. Because when he tried, he got caught. He's like, I'm
Right.
not doing that again. I'm not doing
hmm
that again. There's a reason why
Look,
he ain't
and
let them hands go.
hmm nah, you 1,000% right.
Yeah,
So we got to
I
see.
got Devin. I mean, I got it the same way you got to just switch Rolly and Ryan.
We
I
got
think
Rolly number
Lewis
two.
Crocker is probably I think Lewis Crocker is probably the easiest out of the four, but I think Lewis Crocker beats Conor Ben. Based off of what I saw in Conor Ben's last fight, and based off of what I saw in Lewis Crocker last fight, I think Lewis Crocker beats Conor Ben. In my opinion, I don't no, I don't. Ever since the man popped dirty for them damn eggs, the man ain't been Superman no more. He's been Clark Kent. The
Mm.
man is just it is what it is. He ain't been
That's
Superman
a
no more.
tough belt right there, Free. They don't even have Conor Ben ranked in Lewis Crocker IBF at 147. So
There's a reason why he ain't got him ranked. Because Conor Ben was Eddie Hearn's fighter. Lewis
mhm,
Crocker is Eddie Hearn's fighter. Conor Ben went behind Eddie Hearn's back. Eddie Hearn said, "Man, get his ass up out of that damn division. I'm not fighting him. We're not fighting him. We're
mm,
not fighting him. He's not our fighter." Because that's what everybody thought. Lewis Crocker was going to end up having a fight Conor Ben, or Josh Kelly was going to end up having a fight Conor Ben. And you see, he ain't getting those fights with neither one of those guys.
right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. Eddie is not playing around. Like this is business for Eddie. It's definitely not personal. Like it's about making money and not just giving away belts and
And
making
that's
your
another
fighter
thing
less
too.
of a commodity.
That's another thing too. The IBF like, hold up, you fighting on Zuffa, we're not giving you a belt. We just saw what happened with Dagon Ja Obertai. He want to fight for that Zuffa championship. Give us our belt back. You can go fight for the
Mm,
Zuffa championship, but that's our belt. So they're not going. You not no. You thought he was going to be ranked fighting Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis ain't ranked at 47. How we going to make him ranked at 47? No.
mm-hmm.
I,
One thousand
don't think
percent.
Regis. I don't think Connor Bentz beats Brian Norman Jr. I think Brian Norman Jr. beats Connor Bent. It's like
I got D3. I got Brian Norman stopping
yeah,
Rolly.
I got Brian Norman probably knocking Connor Bent out.
I got him knocking Conor Ben out and Rolly.
Huh?
I got him beating Rolly too, the same way.
Oh
I
no,
don't think there's no.
I'm not
I
saying
don't think
that.
there's no place on earth where Rolly could beat Brian Norman. He just can't.
I'm not saying Rolly beats Brian Norman.
No, I
I'm
was
not
throwing
saying
that in there.
I think Rolly
I was
beats Connor Bent
piggybacking it.
though. I think Rolly beats
Nah,
Connor Bent. I'm not gonna say
I'm
Rolly
taking
beats Brian Norman.
I'm taking Conor Ben if they make that fight, man.
Hey, you can take Connor Bent. Just don't be mad if he's laying on the canvas looking confused and dazed, trying to figure out how he got here. I don't like. Seeing that man looking a shell of himself at 149, and then you talking about you have to lose 2 more pounds to get down to 47. I don't take Conor Ben beating none of those guys. I don't take him beating none of those guys because he's going to have to drain himself to get down there. I don't take him beating none of them. Now, it would be different if Conor Ben, his body frame was still at 47. He's not at 47 anymore. He's a 54-pound fighter. He just don't want to fight there because there's a bunch of monsters up there. That's why I don't see him beating none of those guys. Like, there's a different, like, when you
You
see
can't.
a guy that's draining themselves to fight at a weight class, it's just a matter of time before they get in there with the right person that's going to put them to sleep. Like if Devin Haney would have got in there with Tank Davis at 35, right after he fought Loma, I don't think Devin Haney walking out of that ring. I don't see him walking out of that ring. Now, Devin Haney at 47, that's a different story. It's a 50-50 fight. Devin Haney's more at a weight class that fits him.
I agree
No,
with you
I
on
just
that
don't see it.
135 take. I agree with you on that 135 take, but that 147 take, I disagree. It ain't no 50-50 at 147. Devin sparking
It's
Tank at
always a
147.
50-50. It's always a 50-50. That man got knockout power. Always
At
a 50-50 shot.
147, he is not. No, no, no. I gotta
When the
be
man
honest.
got knockout
At
power, it's always
135,
a 50-50
at
shot.
135, I agree with you. I thought it favored Tank all the way the whole time. I said Tank probably can knock him out. Tank never really. I don't know how that fight did happen, but I thought at
No,
135 definitely Tank had the advantage.
I haven't seen Tank Davis not have his power at any weight class that he's been in. So I can't say that he's not going to have it at 47. I seen him at 40. He stopped Rolly Romero. So I can't say that he hasn't had his power. So I think he still has his power no matter what weight class he's at, as long as he's not too big. I think he still got his power. So I can't say that he's not going to have the power when I seen him move up to 40 and he still had the power. That you're speaking something that you have nothing to back it. Now, if we seen him
You
fight
are
at 40 and he
too,
didn't have it,
but let's not get on Superman Tank, man. You know, Superman Tank going to 47, and he don't even fight the lineals at the 135. So how you gonna go to 47 and fight the lineal champion up there? Come on, man.
Let me just say this
no,
real quick. Shout out to T Hill. Appreciate you pulling up, T Hill. Go ahead, Freak.
I would say you could call him the littlest champion all you want. All I know is Mario Barrios was 24-0, and he had like 22 knockouts or 20 knockouts or something like that. Mario Barrios wasn't considered, and he was a big dude. He was a guy that they said that he's not going to be at 40 for long, and he moved out of the weight class the very next fight.
Weight
So I
clause,
mean,
weight clause.
moved out of the weight class the very next fight. But what I'm saying
I
is,
said
I can't say
rehydration
that.
clause. I said rehydration
What
clause.
did Mario Barrios say? It ain't nothing about no rehydration clause. I signed the contract. Y'all wouldn't have known about it if I didn't say nothing about it.
Why
I've
is the
been saying that for
rehydration
years.
clause not even thing though? I don't get this whole rehydration
No,
Well,
clause like
if
it's
you're that small,
controversy.
if you're that small, fight at 130. If you're that small,
no.
fight
My
at
whole thing
130.
Hold
is
on. So what
rehydration clause
about
all the time. There's rehydration clause all the time. The only time you know about it is when somebody complain about it. There's rehydration clause all the time. I've been saying this for a long time, and Mario Barrio just proved me right. He said I had a rehydration clause. Nobody knew about it because I signed the contract. I didn't complain about it. I signed the contract, but there was a rehydration clause in our fight. That's what I said. There's rehydration clause all the time. Most people don't cry about them. They just fight.
Yeah, most people don't make that a stipulation to fight because that's actually weakening your opponent. But that's another story.
How is
how
it
If
come you
you
weakening your
say if
opponent?
you that small fight at 130,
yeah,
but
fight
you
at
don't say if
130.
you that big fight at 147?
Listen, if you know at the next weight class these guys are rehydrating 15, 20 pounds, then maybe you should stay at 130 so then y'all can
Well,
rehydrate the exact same.
But I'm just
no, you
asking you a
didn't.
question though.
But the whole thing is, so that means you don't like no champion for IBF then because they all got rehydration clauses.
No, I hate the IBF, but that's forced on you by the
They the
sanctioning
only one
body.
that
Not
stay true to their rules though. But you
no,
hate the
I'm saying
IBF. They the only one that
no.
stay true to their rules.
What I'm saying is that's forced on you by the sanctioning body, not forced on you by another fighter. That's a different
It
stipulation when it
doesn't
comes from
matter
the
what
sanctioning
is
body.
it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's
It
a
does.
contract
It
that you
does.
sign. It does not because it's a contract that you sign. You don't have to fight for the IBF. You choose to fight for the IBF. You don't have to fight that opponent. You
A lot
choose
of
to
guys
fight that
don't.
opponent.
A lot of guys don't
What are you
fight for
talking
the
about?
IBF. A lot of guys don't
No,
fight for the IBF if they got an option not to, they gonna fight for
no.
something else.
You do have an option. You can fight in the IBF sanctioned body, or you can fight in somebody else's sanctioned body. You have a choice.
No, I'm
What are you
saying just
talking
like
about?
this. I'm saying when Boots got the IBF, they upgraded him. I mean, he'd take the belt, but he'd rather not be under that 10-pound rehydration clause. Richardson Hitchson, he'd rather not be under that 10-pound
He
rehydration clause.
no. Richardson Hitchens does not rather not be under that rehydration clause because that was the reason why he said he wasn't fighting Matias because of the rehydration clause. And then he turned around and fought the next guy after Matias lost. It had nothing to do with the rehydration clause. It's because he didn't want to fight Matias.
Okay, that's true. But it's also true that he doesn't like that rehydration clause. And Boots said
How you
that
know that's true?
he came out and said it. He said, "I'm not my healthiest when I'm coming under
So
that
why don't you
rehydration clause."
just tell him if you not? Why don't you move up then to
Absolutely,
147?
absolutely. I told Rich to. I said that about Rich Hitchens.
But
Move up.
It don't make sense to
at,
say if you that
no,
small, just fight at 130 though. That
If
don't
no.
make
every
sense.
At the end
if
of the
every
day, you choose to fight for that belt. You could say no, I'm not fighting for the
you
IBF
oh
because they have
okay,
a 10-pound rehydration clause.
they got a video on our boy YMS talking to Boots about fighting under that IBF.
I
He said,
understand
man,
what you're saying.
he
I
said,
understand what
man,
you're saying.
I
It's
ate, he
still
said I ate a
it's
he said I ate a cheeseburger in the middle of the night. I was over 10
no.
pounds. I had to run in the middle of the night before the fight.
I
Nobody
understand
wants to
what you're
fight under that
saying.
shit, bro.
I
Nobody wants to
understand
fight
what
under
you're
that shit.
saying. I
YSM.
understand. Listen,
Yeah,
I understand
YSM.
what you're saying, but you still chose to fight for that belt. You could say no. I don't want to fight for that belt. You do remember he moved out of the WBO to become the IBF #1 contender. He chose to do
I
that.
like that too. Like, let me
Why did
piggyback
he do
off of
that?
that real quick.
He said he did that because he knew that Earl Spence will fight him. So he made that choice himself. Like I just told you,
Earl
he
Spence
made
came out
that
and said
choice.
he wasn't gonna fight him. Earl Spence then came out and said he wasn't gonna fight Boots. So I don't
Let
know
me
where he got
I'm
that
piggyback
from.
telling you
off a
what
free
Boots
point
said.
though. Like
I'm telling you what Boots
they
said.
he said that they chose to do the fight, right? Ain't nobody ever needed to choose to fight Tank because it was some type of accolade that they needed to get. Somebody who took a rehydration clause. So it don't make sense when people bring up the rehydration clause like they wanted to fight Tank. It wasn't because like, oh, I'm gonna be lineal now or something like that. It was just that they wanted to fight him.
Do you think he would have fought Devin without a rehydration clause?
That don't even
Who
matter. What I said, that just
do I
like
think?
changing the whole subject. Devin would have wanted to
No, do
fight
I,
Tank regardless if it was for belts or not.
Devin was not gonna
did,
take no
did, did,
rehydration
did you
clause
did
though.
you do you realize?
I think he would
Tank
for
Davis would have
sure.
never
If he
fought.
was to
No.
fight Loma, how he was and that and stay at 135 for that long, I would not be
I'm gonna tell you
surprised
like
at
this.
all if he took a rehydration clause.
Tank Davis, far as we know, Tank Davis has never put a rehydration clause on anybody at 35. He told Ryan, if you fight me at 35, there is no rehydration clause. But since you want to fight me at 140 or above 135, I'm put a rehydration clause on you. He has not.
136,
It doesn't
136
matter.
with
He
a
couldn't.
rehydration clause.
It does not matter. He said you
All
can
right,
fight
all
me
right,
at
all right.
35 for no rehydration clause, or we could fight with a rehydration clause. He fought
Hey,
Rolly with no rehydration clause. Everybody said Rolly came into the ring at 165.
Rolly was Skeletor in that way in. But hey, B3, who fighting this weekend, man?
Nah, Phase, you're not getting out of that, man.
Rolly was Skeletor,
Devin,
man. Y'all
Devin,
seen that shit.
Devin,
Pull up
Devin ass,
B3.
and
If
that's
if
my
if you
guy.
want to talk,
Devin ass would have got his last stop if he'd have
Face
stayed at
chiller.
if he'd have fought
I,
Tank at
I, I,
135.
I, I'm saying
That's why he
if
moved
he
out.
I'm saying it favors Tank at 135, but I'm saying Devin Haney was not going to take no rehydration clause, and I feel
Nah,
like
he
that
wouldn't
was
have had
He
to
wasn't going.
because he was a
He wasn't
champion. He
had
was,
to.
yeah, he wouldn't have had to. Tank wouldn't,
It was a
yeah,
It was a
but
unification. They
Tank
wasn't going
but
to fight
Tank
for the rehydration clause. Tank said he
but
didn't
Tank
put
was the
nobody on
cash
rehydration
cow.
clause at
Tank was the
35.
cash cow. Relax. I'm just
Face,
saying
how
Tank's.
big do you think Tank actually is for our size and weight? And what weight do you want
No,
to see him fight Devin at?
I think Tank walk around probably like 155, 56, maybe on a vacation, maybe 160. He might get up to 160.
And what weight do you want
have
to
you
see him and Devin fight at?
have you seen
I don't want to
have
see them
you
fight.
seen
I don't
Tank
care about
Davis?
that fight
What do you think Devin walk around at?
at 180,
No,
175 at
have you
least.
seen Tank Davis
man, no, he
lately?
ain't seen it. No,
That man do
Tank,
not look like he know 150 or 160. That man look every bit about 145, 140 at the
Hey,
biggest.
but you know what you could do, B3? You could pull up Ryan Garcia at the weigh in, Frank Martin at the weigh in, and Rolly Romero at the weigh in. Only reason why them dudes fought Tank was to just try to get a bag. And they got their
yeah,
bag and they got their ass knocked out. So, it
yeah,
They
wasn't
was
like
already all fighting at 135
I'm
already,
saying,
though.
bro, Rolly, come
yeah.
on, man. Go look at the weigh-ins. That was they all last fight there. It was bad. It
uh,
was bad.
But
Go
I
maybe
look
mean,
at
he
the
Rolly
that's
said
Pete.
he
But that,
weigh-ins.
hold
overtrained
on, hold on.
himself.
That's a business strategy too. We're not gonna act like it's not. Like with Pedraza, we know what it is and what it ain't. But at the end of the
no,
day, you
But they
dealing with
was
somebody
already
that's literally.
campaigning at 135.
I'm
no,
with
they
you
was
on
already
that. I'm
fighting
with
at
you on
that
that.
weight class though.
But they only
That,
fighting there to fight Tank.
What they tried to
no,
do
That's what I'm
no,
was
no, no,
saying.
no.
They
what
They
they
only
wasn't
tried
there
to
to
Keep it a
do
fight
fighting.
Tank.
was
thousand.
Hold on.
they
No,
tried
they
Hold on,
to
hold
wasn't
on.
add
And
on
let me
fighting there.
just
They
extra
hold on.
wasn't
We can't
fighting
power.
all
there to
talk at the
fight
same
Tank because
time.
they had fights before
Let
Tank.
me just say,
They had
nah,
fight
I'm
way
nah.
before
Any
Just
of
keep it
Tank.
them
real. Hold
wait,
on, hold
wait.
on.
Did
Let me
any of
just
them fight at
phase.
135 after Tank? No.
Yeah, they moved up.
No.
But here's the situation. We all know this, and even Devin said this. It's the glamour division. Why he gonna move up to 140 and make no money? He gonna stay. He gonna stay at 35. Where Loma at? Where actual Hall of Fame is, so he can get that payday. Now
So there was
Tank Davis is the biggest fight in the sport. So that's why Ryan and Rolly, all of them positioning to be at that weight class because they want that Tank Davis payday. It's just that simple.
Ryan wasn't
And
there.
low key,
Ryan
let's
wasn't there
say
though.
they always trying to step on Tank toes at 135 because
And listen,
even
Free. The only
Shakur just
reason,
fought at 140.
only reason Ryan wasn't there is because he couldn't make the weight no more. He was
Okay,
there
so he
for a
wasn't
little
there.
bit, and
So he wasn't
but he
there.
came right back down to 136 just to touch that paper.
Yeah,
The
he took
only
him down to
the only
36.
person
He
that
wasn't at
realized that they
35.
didn't need the paper, they was gonna move around it was Devin and
And
Bill.
Ryan,
When
Hold
Espinosa
on.
reached out
What?
to him, he
But
was like,
you said Frank
hey,
Martin. You said Rolly
Frank
Romero.
Martin, Rolly
Frank
Romero,
Martin.
yeah,
Frank Martin was
yeah,
about to fight Shakur Stevenson before he got the Tank Davis fight at 135.
yeah, yeah.
man,
That proves the point. That was been his biggest payday. Nobody at 140 is bigger name than Shakur.
yeah, they was all trying to get a
Yeah,
bag,
he was getting $1
but
million for Shakur Stevens. He was getting $1 million
yeah,
for
he was trying to
Shakur.
get a little
He was about
bag.
to
Yeah,
fight
he was trying
Shakur
to get it
Stevens
back. But
for $1 million,
but the
and then
the
he ended
whole
up fighting
point
Tank
is
Davis. So he wasn't staying down there just to fight Tank Davis
he was
because he was
staying down
about
there
to
to get
fight
a
Shakur.
bag. He was
No,
staying down there to get a
he
bag.
was fighting that division because that was the division he was fighting at. He's been at 35. Rolly's been at 35. Those guys been
And
at
look,
35. They
hey,
wasn't
Free,
fighting
That's
there just
crazy.
to fight
Hey, just
Tank.
because
hey,
we're
Free,
talking
come on, man. This
rivalry,
brother literally just had to hold on, baby. We ain't gotta do all that. This brother Frank Martin just fought Nahir Albright, man.
Yes, literally a year
Come
later.
on, man.
A
This
year
stuff is
later.
so you don't think he gonna do whatever he can, turn into Skeletor for that Tank pay that you think Arrow
No,
like
no,
nigga,
no, no.
you gonna fight Tank. I don't care what it is. We about to get this
No, a
money.
year. You talking
Come
about
on,
a
man.
year
That's all it's about. My
later?
bad for cursing.
You talking about a year later? You literally
what I'm
talking about a
saying
year
is,
later that he fought
what I'm
No, but
saying is,
what
Albright.
he's saying is he was supposed to already move out the weight class. These dudes is cutting weight to fight Tank. It's just that simple.
absolutely, man.
They gonna
Tank,
No,
do they gonna
that
do
Tank,
man
whatever they
didn't say
can to
nothing
put him
about.
in position.
No,
They're gonna do whatever they can.
Tank.
y'all making an excuse that they
All right.
waited there to fight Tank Davis. I'm saying they was fighting there because they was
Why
fighting
wouldn't
there.
you, D Free? Why wouldn't you wait there to fight Tank if he's gonna get you 2, 3, 4, 5 million, 10 million if you
Because
Ryan,
I'm gonna tell
12
you why
million if you
you
Ryan?
don't wait there to fight Tank Davis because you end up turning to a Jamal Charlo, a David Benavidez, a Boo Boo Andrade. You're waiting there for a guy that ain't trying to
This is
fight you,
life
or
changing
that
money, D Free.
ain't
Mhm.
calling you to fight.
It's life
All them
changing
got all them.
money.
That makes sense for Devin Free, but it don't make sense for them other guys. Them other guys got to fight because they was that was good PBC business with Rolly and Frank,
Come on now,
and then with
Rolly
Ryan, of course, we know what Ryan brought to the table pretty much, being the
and
Green Print. So
Rolly,
At
Rolly,
least
and
be honest about it though, and don't pretend like, oh, this for legacy, and try to
no,
like
no, no,
try to
no.
downplay somebody who you know your biggest fight, your biggest payday is. Because besides the payday, they would get a lot of credit just as a fighter if they beat him.
oh yeah,
Not just the payday.
absolutely.
That would be a great fight for their legacy. That'd be somebody be like, dang, they beat Tank. That was
Man,
dang.
Frank Martin lost
Let's
that fight before
stop
he
the
walked in the
cat with
ring.
that.
Yeah, but
Frank
that
Martin lost
power,
that fight before he walked in the ring, man. Frank Martin knew he was a dead man walking. He was flinching his shit all
No,
at the
he was
press conference.
scared.
He
Frank
was
Martin
scared as
was
shit,
winning the
man.
whole fight. That was one fight that all the other fights I don't agree that
Man,
Tank was down on the scorecards, except for Frank Martin.
do you agree
He
with
was
that, B3?
scared.
he won. Frank won the first 4 rounds.
No, hell no,
Yeah, he
hell
did.
Frank
You got
won
to
no,
rewatch
every
that
hell
fight.
round.
no.
To me, he won every round until he got knocked out.
He won
Nah,
the
cause
first
I
three
cause hold on,
rounds.
No.
hold on.
Oh
He and
Frank
you
Martin
no.
won the
maybe
first
gave
three
him.
rounds.
Oh
He
You
won the
no.
first three
maybe
Every
give him.
round
Hold on,
Frank
hold on,
won
hold on,
until he got
hold
knocked
on.
out.
I
My
got I
opinion.
got proof to. I got proof of it. I
I
had a
got proof right
wager,
now.
right? I had a wager that Frank Martin would land. I think it was like 10 or 11 punches each round in the first 6 rounds, and I was gonna win like $1,500 or something like that. This brother literally landed 10 plus punches in the first 5 rounds, and in the sixth round he landed 9 punches. So he messed my money up.
Oh,
So that's what
oh,
I'm saying. So so that's when
listen.
that gas tank started to get ciphered, and he was done. Tank started walking
No,
him
he
down,
won.
beating him up to the body.
Tank Davis won the first three rounds. When Tank Davis caught Frank Martin at the end of the third
The
round,
first
that was
three
the begin.
rounds.
Listen. When Tank Davis caught Frank Martin at the end of the third round, that was the begin. That was the
That's when it
beginning of
changed.
the end.
That's
I
when
ain't
it
laughing
changed.
like
He
he
stepped on
was,
the
just
gas
laughing how you
every
reacted.
Yep.
single round after that.
After
Go
that,
look
yeah,
at
it
you
was
can go
about
look at
three
the
rounds.
scorecards. I literally what I'm telling
Hold
you
on, Free.
is
Let's get this
literally
on
what
record. So
happened.
you saying that Frank won the first 3 rounds?
Yeah, he said
Yes,
Frank.
Frank Martin won the
Oh,
Oh,
first three
okay.
Frank
rounds.
won.
Oh, yeah,
He
because he
won the
sounded like
first
you
And
said
then,
Tank. Yeah,
no,
but
Frank
look,
yeah,
Martin won the first three rounds, and when Tank Davis hit him at the end of the third round, it was the
it was
beginning
on.
of the end. Tank
It
Davis
was on.
won every round after that.
You, and you knew it was a
yeah,
matter of time. You
yeah,
But
knew.
he was
I don't
scoring
care.
though. Tank
Listen,
was
yeah.
just
But
walking to him,
Ja,
not even hitting him.
Ja, I don't
yeah,
care if Frank Martin won rounds. You knew what time it was. You knew. Tank was just sitting in there in that high guard downloading. You knew.
If we know
Tank,
so much,
Tank,
then why
Tank
so
didn't,
much cap surrounded around
Tank
Tank
didn't
then?
give a damn about them rounds. He said, "I'm finna download you, boy, and when I hit you, you going out."
But
That's
you
like
can't
Triple G.
depend on that unless you
Yes,
just
yes, you.
that good. No
You
way. You
know,
can't depend on that.
he know Frank Martin wasn't ready for what he had, man. He know Frank Martin
For
wasn't ready
for
for
he
that.
going to land on him and knock him out.
What he told
You
Frank
can't
Martin
be
before the
that.
fight.
You got to be
nah.
real good
Hold
to
on,
be able
hold
to
on,
not
hold
even
on,
worry
Ja.
about scoring a point and then just knock him out when you felt like it.
Because he's
Yes,
that great, and he already called it
Yeah,
pre-fight. I made money on it. I bet round
that's where
eight
the
because
cap
Tank
is to
said
me.
pre-fight he was gonna stop him in round 8. Now, of course, he may be trolling or just joking or whatever, but he did what he said he
no,
was gonna do, and we got
he
paid.
he know
So
them guys.
come on, man. He told his
Let's
brother,
not
"You should have
pretend
waited
that
a
he
little while."
not good.
And then look, not only that, look at Rolly. Rolly be over there at Mayweather gym. Tank didn't seen this dude up. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Man,
Man,
listen, Frank,
Rolly
Frank was
fight
a
like
punch
that.
away from getting stopped by Nahir Albright. So we not gonna act like we like Tank is as far exceeds a lot of these dudes. But
Let's
I
look
mean
at
that's
the
the sport.
Rolly sleepage though. When he slept Rolly on the back foot, walking away.
Beautiful. Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
that was a beautiful for
It
sure.
was
Like, come
beautiful,
on,
and
y'all.
you know what's even more beautiful, John? The way he pivoted out of it, went out the back
And
door
after
after he
that,
did it.
that's when people really knew what to do with Rolly. But Rolly is he kind of underrated. He underrated to me. Like he better than people give him credit for, and he dangerous at the
Did you
same time.
did you watch the
I agree.
Jackson the
I would love to
Jackson
see
Martinez fight?
Rolly fight Shakur though. I think Shakur would whip him, but I don't think Rolly would give him an easy time. Like I think Rolly would really pressure him.
I don't think he hear you, Face. Did you see the Rolly versus Jackson Martinez, Ja?
I don't know the dude by his name. I had to see what
Yeah,
he looked
Oh,
like.
he that was a gift decision that he got to get the interim at for the WBA.
Oh, yeah, I seen the
that was
fight.
the
Like,
fight
but
right
when he
before Tank.
came back after he either after he lost to Pitbull or after he lost to the OG, he
Mhm.
looked good when he came back. And then everybody was just hating on him. Like I think he had the yellow trunks on in that fight. Rolly looked good in that fight. It's like it don't matter what people do, it's gonna always be just gonna downplay them as a fighter.
Yeah,
When Rolly had came back, I think either he lost to Pitbull or OG whooped him. I think that's when he lost to Pitbull, matter of fact. When he came back after that, he looked good in that fight. His boxing skills got better in that fight.
yeah. I haven't. I seen the improvement when Rolly when he got with Ishmael, so back with his original coach, Ishmael Salas. When he was fighting Barroso, Barroso was a tough, durable older guy, but I mean, he sharpened up. Like Rolly is actually a good fighter in my opinion. He's just not technical. And when he got
That's
back with
Face who be
Ishmael,
giving the grades, right?
I'm not sure. Phase, you be grading. Oh yeah. Phase, yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
he's
the
like a
way he grade.
Rolly like
So
a C
nobody is an
minus.
A.
Yeah, Rolly like a
Okay,
C
C
minus.
minus. And
Yeah,
then Tank is what?
he a B plus just on attributes alone.
Yeah. So that's fair. Like, cause Rolly, you know what I'm saying? People will just say he a
And
cab
what's the
driver.
core
Like,
again?
no, he not.
Shakur B plus too. I only A I give is Alexander, and
Oh,
probably
okay.
anyway.
You be pivoting. You be switching up on Shakur.
Who
I thought you put him
Alexander?
as an A minus.
You
No,
said who you
I
give an
think the
A?
only person I give an A to is Usyk for his domination. He leaves no
Oh,
doubt in nobody's mind. That's why. Shakur, he still leaves doubt because why? He ain't beat up on Tank. He ain't beat up on Gary Russell. He ain't beat up on Hiroka. He ain't beat up
He
on
beat up, he
Keyshawn.
12-0, the two-time lineal champ
can't
though.
be mad at that.
And you
I
know,
want to
I
see
got
them take
Lomachenko.
Moses on. He young, and I don't want to hear him say like, "Oh, no excuse about it." Take him on. Like, let's see.
Yeah, Shakur been
I
doing the
think he
most
could
talking
beat
out of
all the
everybody.
heavyweights right now.
Shakur do the most talking out of everybody. I can't just say, "Oh, you just could watch everybody." No, I want to see you beat Gary. I want to see you beat Hiroka, Abdullah. I just can't give you no A plus or A minus. I no. I need some good fights. You got to
No,
leave
that's a
no doubt
great
to
grade
get an A.
assessment
To get an A, you got to leave no doubt. To me,
because it
that's
stopped
me.
people from talking all this
Yeah,
Hall
but
of
then
Fame and
these
then
guys will get out
retired.
the
It's all
ring.
the
These
nonsense.
dudes don't even want to get in the ring. So you gonna discredit somebody, you gonna mark them off because they can't get the opponents. He got Shakur, you see what happened. I mean, he got Tio, you see what happened to Tio.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what?
So
As a casual fan, I thought a lot about Tio, but apparently the hardcore fans don't think much of Tio, and that tells me something too. Tio got cooked by Cambosis. Cooked. I
mm.
mean, you did some great accomplishments and stuff, but apparently the world don't see you as the guy because
so
nobody was
the
giving.
master class against Josh Taylor don't mean nothing.
That was great. That was great, but Josh Taylor ain't the elite of
A
the
much
elite.
bigger man.
That's a good fight. It's guys that win good fights all the time, but that don't that didn't move the needle as far as a Devin Haney, a Tank Davis, a Shakur Stevenson. Those guys move the
Who
needle.
who has clipped and stopped? Who clipped and stopped Richard Comey the way T.O. did?
Hey, that was a good fight, you know. But the thing is, I really don't even know who that guy is, bro.
Oh,
You know
that
what I mean?
just the former IBF champion. What about Lomachenko? I called him at plus 300. Did you have T.O. beating Loma?
Uh, Around that time, no, I didn't have him. I didn't have T.O. beating Loma, but I think Loma lost that fight because of how strong T.O. came in the last round. Not taking away nothing from T.O., but I
They
think
won the 12.
Lomachenko is a pound for pound much greater fighter than Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion. Lomachenko had never been beat up how T.O. been beat up, and Lomachenko fought Devin, and he was not beat up how Teofimo got beat up when he fought Shakur. Well, he was beat up, but he didn't look like it. Didn't look like a mismatch like that. I've never seen
Who got the
Lomachenko.
toughest style? Who got the toughest style to beat in the sport of boxing?
Probably Usyk. I would say Shakur. Um, those two guys. Maybe Bam. I would say those two guys. NUA are probably the fourth. Um, David's running through stuff, but you know,
Josh Taylor's a shell now at 147. T Mac, is easy to say that. Now that T.O. made him move out his weight class, beat him up, took his belt. But come on, man, we not gonna act like Shakur is not the cream of the crop when it comes to boxing.
well, I think he a good fighter, and I try to give him all his credit for winning those lineal belts, and he deserves because he beat Lomachenko. But when you get cooked like that, I can't say you a class fighter. You can't get cooked like that. You can't. You got to leave no doubt.
You fighting the best fighter in the world. That's the thing. He had to put on the line. He said, "Shoot, he just gonna have to put it all on the line at the end of the day." I
Well,
mean, what you want to do? He already avoided the Devin payday.
well. Look, Shakur could be the best fighter in the world, but guess what? It's guys that want to see him fight a hard hitting Abdullah, a hard hitting Tank, aggressive Gary Russell, a big Hiroka, a Keyshawn Davis. I'm sorry. That's what you got to leave
Is
no doubt.
Shakur
There
is,
is still
is
doubt.
Shakur gonna let any of them guys do what they do?
No, but
All
we got
right,
to
then.
see it.
So that's
We
what
got
I'm
to see
saying,
it.
man.
We got to
We
see
just.
it.
I want to see the Gary Antoine Russell fight because Gary Antoine Russell is a durable, strong. He got phenomenal pedigree. He got a you know what I'm saying, a great amateur background. They shared the ring before, so but then again, is it gonna be excuses? Oh, well, y'all sparred before. Shakur know you already, or is he gonna get
No, no,
credit for
no,
that?
no, 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 no.
You gonna give him
If,
credit
if
for Gary Antoine?
oh, yeah, both of them get credit. Whoever win out of that get credit for sure.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you got to fight a lot of different styles. That's the thing about Usyk. Like you got Tyson Fury is like a pure boxer. His grade at boxing is probably an A. Then you got a big puncher like AJ and Dubois. You know what I mean?
You give him that, but his defense is not. What I'm saying is Shakur, the only thing that you can talk about is his hands being injured, which is limiting his
no, it's
power.
not.
But at
It's
the
a
end of the
number of
day,
hands.
his defense is an A and his offense is an A. His
His
defense is an A plus plus,
I don't
and
think
his
he. I don't.
offense is an A.
No, his offense ain't no A. I don't think so.
Okay. But do you look
He
at his landing percentage? You know he got like the highest landing percentage in the sport of boxing.
That's true, but as far as
That's what I'm
power
saying,
punches,
Faze. What we really talking about here? You got the best defense and the best offense in the sport. We got to stop the cat with this dude.
no, I'm sorry, I can't say he got the best offense in the sport. I'm sorry, I don't care what the numbers say.
Well, let me just say this. What's the name of the game? Hit and not get hit, right?
I'm not saying nothing's wrong with his style, B3. I'm just saying
Hey,
there are styles that he ain't fought yet.
appreciate you, Jans.
That's
Appreciate
all
you
I'm
pulling up
saying.
on me. Listen, we international. Y'all know I'm Universal Business Group. I'm TikTok superstar. I'm B3. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all love and support. We get love from
I
Cape
gotta
Town.
make me a
We
TikTok.
we got we getting love
I want to
internationally.
see.
We across the pond with it. See, that's what I'm saying. We global. We definitely building. Shout out to Jans. Appreciate you, love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for stopping over. Um,
What is
now,
aircraft talk about? B3 supposed to be betting strategist, and he lying to the fans. Lying
I
about
don't know.
what aircraft?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these guys, listen, these guys, they are addicted to like power punches. I don't know what they watching. But
No.
I like the sweet science. I like a dude being able to get out of range from getting punches and not and let his back not touch the rope.
All
I
right.
love that.
All
Just
right,
step,
big
just
three.
get back to the middle of the ring. Don't let your back touch the rope. You got out of the way, and then you can come and shoot your jab to the body,
I
and
love it.
come with your and come with your brick hand up top.
All
You
right.
know what I'm saying. You can disguise your brick hand with your jab.
I
Simple
love it.
stuff.
I
That's
love
all
it.
I want to
But
see.
let me ask you this, B3.
Good
Give me
footwork.
your top three boxers, pure boxers from 135, I mean, from 130 to 140. Top three boxers outside of Shakur.
130 to just with those three weight classes.
Just those three outside of Shakur. Boxers. Hit, not get hit, pure technical boxers.
I'm gonna go with Tank. Just pure technical boxes. Tank. I'm gonna say Alberto Puello. 130 to 140.
You put Shock in there? No? No Shock? Keyshawn?
I'm thinking about him. Just hit and not get hit. You just said technical boxes.
Yeah, just hit.
Keyshawn, like those
Keyshawn.
guys is more of like
He
boxer
don't get hit a
punches.
lot though. He don't get hit a lot.
Mm, we just talking technical boxing, skill boxing. Tank Puello. Let me think who I want to put at three.
You can give me five. Give me five.
Now you reaching. Come on, man.
No, 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 no,
Come
no.
on.
Reaching. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
give me
don't move the
five.
criteria here.
No, you give me
Uh,
however you feel. I don't want you to leave nobody out.
hmm. Hey, shout out to my brother Treese. Yeah, Albert Bell is definitely a skilled technical boxer. He gonna prove it at the top level. We gonna see him there. We gonna definitely
They
see him
saying
there.
Hoyo, Hitchin, Sandor, Albert Bell, Shock. They saying Andy Cruz. They it's a lot of names
Mm.
going out there. Shakur haven't fought none of them. And I'm not saying that he couldn't beat none of them guys, but you got to fight the pure boxers. You got to fight the punchers. I cannot just give you an A plus like these guys do just off looking at you. If that's the case, Boots is an A plus. Abdullah's an A plus. Tank is an A plus.
Now you moving the goalposts, man,
No,
because you gotta look at it
right.
like this. When anytime this brother has literally he's gone through four divisions now. And he's literally beating Olympic standouts. He's beating, you know what I'm saying? He stopped Jamel Herring. He made Oscar Valdez look silly, and Oscar Valdez is coming off of stopping Miguel Burchett when Miguel Burchett was hanging out and getting love from the Mexican president. Oscar Valdez took it personal and stopped
Oscar.
him, and Shakur came and cooked him. Then
Oscar
he
was
goes up.
about to
Then
do
he
that
goes
with
up to
Shakur.
135. He has a hand injury, and he pretty much you know, I mean, he made De Los Santos look silly.
That's
I
cool.
mean, and then after that, everybody's whining and crying and complaining about his style, and he stays in the pocket and beats Zepeda at his own game,
Now,
outclasses Zepeda. And then he moves up to another division where the one they said is the most athletic fighter, boxing off the back foot,
Athletic don't
and
win fights against
he,
Shakur. You know
yeah,
that.
exactly. I got against everybody else in that mama. It worked against Loma. It works against Josh Taylor. Everybody going, but against Shakur, he got 12-0.
All right.
He made him look
All
silly.
right. All right. Give me your top five punchers from 130 to 140.
Hmm. Tank.
Tank, Abdullah, maybe Gary, Neverate, maybe. I don't know. Shakur never fought none of them.
They not fighting him. That's what you're not getting,
All
fam.
right. All right. I'm
That's the
sorry.
point.
I'm sorry. Well, you
They're not fighting him.
well.
He's the
Too
cream of the
bad.
crop.
Too
They need to
bad.
put themselves in position to fight him.
Too bad, bro. I'm sorry. I can't.
Hold on. Are they getting their biggest payday fighting, Cool Boy or Josh, whatever, whoever, Josh Taylor, or they getting their biggest payday fighting Shakur Stevenson?
Now, now it's Shakur. Now it's Shakur for sure.
Yeah,
From now
yeah.
on,
So
from
now they
now
need to
on,
line it up. How about that?
yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm not saying the man can't do it.
Now
I'm
Shakur's
not
about to
saying he
go.
can't do
Now
it.
Shakur is about to go round down and fight Raymond Mortaya. Is he gonna get credit, or you gonna, or is that, or he's not a technical boxer? Is he not good enough? Talk to me about Raymond.
Uh, I don't think he's good enough technically.
So
Uh,
hold on. You just mentioned Andy Cruz, who Raymond made look silly. He couldn't even
I was reading,
withstand.
I
He
was reading the comments, but I'm saying, I think that's a good fight. It'll add more to your case if you win him, if you win a fight against him and win that lineal belt. Yes, it's
Shakur
an
is gonna
accumulation. It's
outclass
not one,
Raymond.
it's not one thing. It's an accumulation of things. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just one thing. You know, it's an accumulation. That's why, I give guys so much credit when they fight a bunch of fights and stuff, and they win against all kind of styles. It's an accumulation. It's not really one fight. Like you could go out there, say you Raymond
Right, that's my
Murtaugh.
point. That's almost like people discrediting Devin Haney. You sound goofy. He's been champ for 8 years. He's going through 3 divisions. It's
Yeah,
like this, like it's like Shakur. He's gone through 4 divisions now. I mean, what else do you want from him, man? He got the highest defensive percentage and the highest offensive percentage.
and I'm fair because I say with Devin, I'm Team Hanos. I say with Devin, all right, Devin, you beat a lot of guys. You beat Loma, really technical. You beat Brian Norman, big puncher. I want to see you fight some pressure Hispanic fighters. I want to see Virgil. I want to see um, I want to see the rematch with Ryan. I'm consistent, bro. I'm consistent. I want you to fight. I wanted to see how you can neutralize a Charles Conwell, neutralize. You got it's ways to go. It's still doubt with everybody. There was only no doubt with, to me, Usyk and Bud since I've been watching boxing. Them the only two dudes I seen no doubt with.
Man, these guys is sparring partners for the champ, man. Come on. Uh, at the end of the day,
That might be true, B3. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
that's what I'm saying, man. This dude, and when you at the top, bro, it's always going to be a reason to critique, and we're going to want to see you more from him. I understand that. These are the elite boxers in the game. The game is the hit and not get hit. I watched my brother Ja, and Ja, even his pro debut, this brother boxing was nice. Boxing was skilled. Now just imagine that. And
I'm
you
a
talk, and then you comparing that to what we see at a 12 round championship level from a Shakur or a Devin or a Tank. This stuff is unmatched, bruh.
no.
I don't. It's
You
this is
make it
like
seem like I'm not. I'm a Devin fan. I
what's
like
the
the
best?
boxing.
What's the toughest style to beat in the sport?
Oh, a pure boxer. That's a puncher.
Yeah, simple
A
as that.
pure boxer. That's a puncher.
Now you know for a fact after the years of wear and tear on the hands, these dudes is not their hands are not the same. So it happened to Floyd. It's happening to Shakur. We don't
Yeah.
know. It may be Devin, God forbid, but hopefully Devin ain't dealing with it. But they're using their hands on a consistent basis. So I can't worry about the power and whatnot. Can you navigate? Can you box clean for 12 rounds without getting your chin checked and getting put on your pockets? That's the
Facts.
only that's the only reason why can anybody can say anything with Devin is because he had one performance that wasn't clean. And the guy was dirty, but at the end of the day, people have such a high expectation for Devin. He ain't supposed to get hit with those.
Right.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
I'm a fair
So the
across the
fact that
board, bro.
the
I'm
fact that
fair
these
with it.
dudes, when we watch so much boxing, bro, that it's hard for me to even criticize. I mean, we pulling hairs, right?
Yeah.
Criticizing these
Yeah. Yeah.
dudes. You know what I'm saying? We watch so much boxing, we see people getting tired, people getting gassed out, or people getting hit with clean shots. And we see these dudes having life scares. And not to mention, these dudes is all cutting weight, having life scares. So you gonna criticize Devin Haney, and he's over here emaciated on the scale, and he ain't pulling out in no events. He's still putting on fights. So my criteria is way different. I want to see dudes hit and not get hit, have a great defensive percentage, a great offensive percentage, dominate your opposition. If you get a stoppage, great. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
no,
That's what
I'm
you're
not.
supposed. That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm not grading
But you
Shakur
ain't
on his style. B3, you misinterpreting me.
what
I
you
think he
look
got the
at his
best
eye. Look
style in
what your
boxing,
eyes tell
probably.
you. Okay, then, but what your eyes tell you?
No, I
That
can't
your
go off the
eyes tell you
eyes.
ain't nobody better than him, right?
No, my eyes tell me Boots is
Who
better
better?
than
Who?
Boots.
From an
My
athletic and offensive standpoint, okay. He
my
has
eyes
certain
tell me.
attributes.
My
He's
eyes
has
tell
certain
me.
attributes, but he not boxing cleaner than no Shakur Stevenson.
My eyes tell me if
There's
they was
no
the
way in the
same.
world you can tell me he's a cleaner boxer than Shakur.
My eyes tell me if they were the same size, Boots would whoop him.
Man, and my eyes tell me that he wouldn't touch Shakur.
Oh shit. Well, hey,
And
the
Shakur
fact
and
of the matter,
Shakur would be able to counter him, be able to counter him and get out of the way. They was the same size.
look, the way
Who
you
got
beat
better? Who
A,
got better footwork?
Shakur got better footwork, but
Okay.
Boots got a fast first step. When he take that first step and he get up in there, he throw that flicking jab and he's in there quick. It ain't no playing. It ain't no standing facing off. He's
Yeah,
getting in there.
Faye's going all the way up to 160 to find the most athletic dude he can find that he don't even got ranked higher than Shakur.
All I'm saying is this: I ranked a fighter off of the fights that he beats after
Right,
out of fighters he
MLC.
beat. It's an accumulation, bro. It's an accumulation.
Man,
Now,
it's
now,
no.
now, now, now let Boots probably get touched up by him, but Shakur needs to just. I mean, look, he a B plus fighter to me until he can knock off some of the top 5 boxers in his division.
Hold on. You hold on. Who did you pick between Tio and Shakur?
I picked Tio
Okay. Okay,
because it.
that's all we need to know.
You
That's
know
all we need
why
to
though?
know.
B3 because
Nah,
there
I ain't
is.
trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. Cause you bet on boxing, right?
I do.
All right, so we looking to make money. So at the end of the day, we not gonna tell the people no lies.
The point of that is, why would a person even do that? Because it's doubt left in the air about him. You don't know what you don't really know. You don't know for sure. With
Hey, Carrier, who did Carrier? Did you have to cash at me for that Shakur? Who knew? Listen, it wasn't a shadow of a doubt in my mind that Shakur was gonna beat Tio. Nobody can touch him. Man, hey Jai, my tripping man. Who is boxing at a higher clip right now? Talk to me, like who? I mean,
Out of
with the
who?
hit and not get hit, Shakur and Boots. Let's just do it between them two.
I would say Boots, cause he do more hitting while not getting hit, and then he fighting more dangerous opponents.
Who is dangerous?
Aviolas, Carrot, anybody who they dangerous.
Come
They is
on, man.
dangerous to me.
B3,
Come on,
what you
man.
laughing for, man?
Shakur,
Big.
if it's just not getting hit, I give it to Shakur, but hitting and not getting hit, I have to give it to Boots.
Yeah, Boots is putting dudes out, but that's okay. I
You
mean,
talking about like lima bean?
this is the thing. I don't think Boots let Shakur get off like that. It's a different athleticism. It's a different skill set. It's a different power. But it's okay. It's
But
okay.
hold on, you just told me athleticism don't win fights. When it
But
came to Tio,
he got
who was
skill
more
with it,
athletic than Shakur, and Shakur said this brother can't beat me in nothing. So
bro.
what's
But
your meaning of athleticism?
he his
Man,
skills
listen,
with
we
it.
gotta use our thinking caps. I just told you this brother has the highest defensive percentage and the highest offensive percentage. Period. It doesn't matter if Boots and Shakur was the same size. Is Boots gonna be able to cut off the ring?
Hey, that's a popular take.
Come on,
I don't
man.
really. That's not really what's my point about the whole conversation. The whole conversation is from 130 to 140. He hasn't fought the top 5 punchers or the top 5 boxers, so I can't put him at an A. But you can put him at an A from what you see. But I don't
So
put
we
fighters
got
at an
so
A.
hold on. So we gonna do three. So we got Tio, we got Zepeda, and we got Valdez. And you talked about you want to see Devin against a pressure fighter, Mexican or whatever.
Yeah,
Is Zepeda not a pressure fighter, Mexican?
yeah.
Okay,
But I said
okay.
I want to see.
Now it's T.
I
Hold
said I
on,
want to
hold
see
on. It's Tio,
Shakur.
huh?
I said I want to see Shakur against the pure boxers like himself, the best ones at 130 to 140. Like I'm saying, Shock is one of the best pure boxers. I'm saying Davis might be the best boxer at 140 outside of Shakur. Okay, when we talk
This
about
stuff is
pressure,
so funny, phase, because at the end of the day, it's nobody on his level. And
Okay.
I know everybody wants to have their opinion, whatever the case may be.
Nah,
We all watched boxing.
he
If they
might
could, if they could beat him, they would do it.
look.
What did Gary Antoine say? Man, save him for last.
Oh, okay.
He don't
Yeah,
want that
I
work.
didn't know Gary said that.
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, let me get Dalton Smith and and then we'll do Shakur last." Come on, bro. They know what it is, man.
I don't disagree that he could be that. I'm just saying, leave no doubt. Right now, people got doubt. That's all I'm saying. There was no doubt left with Usyk after he done what he did. No doubt left with Terrence Crawford after he did what he did. I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
leave no doubt.
Shakur get the most credit for the eye test than anybody else.
Not more than Boots.
Hey, dude,
Oh,
Boo's
Boots get
actually
a lot
doing
of credit for
stuff.
the eye test, but
Yeah, but Shakur get the most. Like Shakur get the most credit just for the eye test. That's it. Like
Mm, I don't even look at it like that because the phase just told you he ain't the most athletic. Uh, they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
it ain't
It's
his
not that. It's not that.
athleticism that is getting the
It's his
eye
skill
test.
set. It's if we watch
Right. It's
boxing
just
every
based off of
weekend,
eye test though.
but it's not eye test when he's a 4 division champion. He's actually going in there and kicking
Yeah.
ass too.
Oscar Valdez,
Yeah.
T.O., them is good fighters. I
Who
ain't
do
gonna
you
lie.
feel like was a challenge to Shakur? Like before
Uh,
he
When was
fought him.
he? When was he ever the
all
underdog?
all of
50
them,
50.
all of them. How many people?
Before
How
he
many
fought
fights?
him, you felt
Hold on,
like
hold on,
it
hold
was
on.
gonna be a challenge.
Uh,
I
no,
mean, they
none
thought
of
Shakur
none
get
of them.
too
With
much
all due
credit for
respect,
the eye
yeah, yeah,
test.
none of them.
Get way
they
None
too
of them.
had
much
at
credit
least
for the eye
at,
test.
Cause I already knew what's gonna happen beforehand. That's the
and
easiest
And
money
Ja.
you gonna
I
make.
feel the
That's
same
almost like
about Shakur, how good he is. It just like
yeah.
nobody else get that much credit for the eye test but him. He most of his stuff is just talking. Like,
It's
Shakur,
oh,
not
this
man, look,
person ain't
nah. We
better than
can't do
me.
that. We can't do that,
Most
job.
of his
Because look,
stuff is about him talking. Like, besides the
but
eye
these
test,
dudes is
like, all
getting
right, I
these
think
dudes
he
is taking
good.
L's though.
Yeah,
These
but
dudes,
like you
nobody is,
said, it
and these
wasn't
dudes is.
nobody that you thought was going to give
hey,
him a
I'm gonna say
challenge
this,
before the
B3.
fight.
If
Most of it
not,
is just saying he said he better than Boots and stuff like that. He would have said he was better than Crawford if Crawford didn't whoop him in the gym.
and from what I know, when him and Boots sparred, you don't never hear him say he did nothing with Boots. You don't hear
But
that.
but
That's what I'm saying.
Boots is 5'10", 185.
Well, keep his name. You don't you hear him talk about
Man,
You
Boots.
don't
him and
you the one that you
Crawford,
the one that brung Boots up. Now
I'm
let
just saying.
Shakur
appreciate
be
Crawford
5'10",
too, though.
185.
I'm saying though, you didn't
Come on,
hear him
man.
every time he talk about Boots. What he say? Boost the truth. Nah, boost the truth. I sparred with him.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
we
getting
all know
started.
that. But
I
listen,
don't think.
you bringing up one a pound for pound fighter. We talking about pound for pound fighters. It's just that simple. Who's high on your pound for pound list? Shakur or Boots?
Shakur. Yeah, Shakur.
Okay, now I want
Boost
your.
on
I
50.
no. I want your criteria is supposed to be if they was the same height, the same size, or not the same height, but at the same weight, and
Yeah.
everything was the same. Who will win? That's supposed to be the criteria. So who's higher, Boots or Shakur?
No, you saying pound for pound or who will win in the
Yeah,
fight? If
pound
they
for pound is if everything was the same and equal, everybody was at the same weight. Who will win? Who do you think has the better skills? That's what pound for pound is,
I mean,
irregardless of weight class. Who's the best?
right now I would say Shakur, but only reason I would say that
Paige, you
because
took us around the barn to say Shakur, man. Listen,
no, I'm saying
we gotta move on, man.
I'm
We gotta move on, Paige. Come
I
on now, we
just
gotta
want to
move
know
if
on.
we're
what
if
y'all
we're if
basing
we're
that off
talking
of.
about eye test B3, like I said, I seen more Shakur from 126 to 140. I've only seen Boots win a lineal title, and he's about to fight against Xander. You know what I mean? So ask me that question in 3 fights from now. The answer might be different, but right now I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
being
with you.
honest for right now. That's
Yeah,
it. Right now I'm being honest.
yeah.
But 3 fights from now, if he go get up in there with Xander and then he go beat Fundora, I might have to tell you B3, Shakur would be going to bed if they was the same size. So that's
Mhm.
yet to be seen. That's why I can't just put stuff on the eye test because if I do that, then I'm judging stuff that's not proven. I'm judging stuff that's not real. I'm imagining stuff. I can't. I don't do that. I don't
Mhm.
do that. I watched Terrence Crawford walk through the whole welterweight division, then go up and fight Canelo with no rehydration clause. I seen Usyk double back on AJ Fury and Dubois. I
I'm
just,
with
I
you.
just, I just gotta see
Let
it,
me let
bro.
me do this. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna talk about like you said, we wanted to pivot earlier. Let me pivot real now. That was a good conversation. I know everybody enjoyed it because people love Shakur, they love Boots. 2 pound for pound guys in the sport. We got to have conversations like this, but I'm definitely a huge supporter of both guys. I really was going to try to make it out to the Boo Xander, but it's going to be a little too expensive right now. This is grassroots. We still building from the ground up. And, but we're going to do it. I had supporters that, was going to actually get me there, but we'll take our time. We'll take our time. I'm definitely going to go make it to Keyshawn and Nahir Albright May 16th because that's right around the corner. Uh, and I can see my cousin. Me and my cousin went to the last one that Shakur didn't make, and Abdullah had to step in for the main event. I mean, excuse me, Keyshawn couldn't make the fight, and Abdullah had to step into the main event. So I definitely want to see Keyshawn live, and that's gonna be fire May 16th. Now, all right. So this weekend, right? What's up with all this? Okay, they coming back. Trilla's coming back. They got Jonathan Mansour versus William King. Uh. Let me see. Ben Whitaker is fighting this Saturday. Ben Whitaker is fighting Brian Suarez. So that's good. We could talk about Ben Whitaker real quick. And then we got on Friday, Alicia versus Bomi Ray Shin and Shadeja versus Lonnie Daniels. I like that. We also gonna get to see Tam Sabo and Krista Rosado. So that's a good card. That's gonna be in New York City on ESPN. Now, it don't say ESPN Plus. It says ESPN. So they're gonna put the bomb on ESPN. Now, Caroline Dubois didn't get that type of love, respectfully. Nathaniel Collins is also going to be back on the zone versus Cristobal Lorente. So I look forward to that. That's on Friday. I just want to talk about this real quick, y'all. Before we're gonna do a few things before we get out of here. I want to talk about Ben Whitaker, and then let's talk about the women's card on Friday. Let me bring in Prize real quick. Prize, how you feeling, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. You know the vibes.
Already. What's your thoughts on? Let me get you started on Ben Whitaker.
Yeah.
Based on what you've seen from him, do you feel like Ben Whitaker is going to be like a world champion in the sport, or is it going to be time? I think he's probably like 29 or 30. Let me check his age. What's your thoughts on Ben Whitaker so far?
I mean, he hasn't really been challenged, and when we seen him challenged, he jumped out the ring. But he got his get back though. So I mean, that's BVO people's. You know what I'm saying? He definitely could be a world champion if they move him. You know what I'm saying? If they move him that way. But I don't really have super high hopes for him. But he can be entertaining. You feel me? He can rumble a little bit too, but I want to see him step up the comp and see what happened. See if he do all that dancing and jiving and all that extra stuff that he do. That's what I want to see.
And
But
he is going 1,000%. He is 28 years of age, the surgeon.
who?
So
Ben
Ben
Whitaker?
Whitaker is 28. Yeah.
He started late.
I believe so, but he was an amateur. I think he may even been a gold medalist. I don't. Let me check and see how far he went but I believe he might be an Olympic gold medalist.
Nah, I
So
mean
yeah.
the kid got tons of talent and but I just don't believe like that he can come over here and beat the best. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. BVO got real high hopes for him, bro. But
I Free stepped away. I'm not gonna ask Ja about him. I know Ja ain't seen him because this dude he ain't even really been on display like that.
nah, he
Phase,
haven't.
yeah, Phase. What's your thoughts on Ben Whitaker? Oh, he's
Man,
silver medalist. Appreciate you, Treese.
he cold. Like to me, he cold. But I just like I don't know if he could fight against like champions like that. You know what I mean? You
Right.
would think like a guy that could do all that in the ring, like if he just did the fundamentals, like he could just master the fundamentals. But it don't be working like that. You know, he got to fight like that for a reason. I think. It's an awkward style like the Drunken Master. But I like his power, man. His pivoting, his feet's good. But I don't know if he could fight against like dang, like a B ball. Like he might have a chance against like Morrell or Callum Smith
Hmm.
or but I
I don't
don't
think he
know.
can beat either one of them phase, to be honest.
I'm a fan of the style, man. I mean,
Yeah, I know it's
it's
exciting. Like
different. Yeah,
his YouTube stuff is exciting, but he
yeah.
ain't gonna be doing all that against top comp. Them names you just named, like Caleb Smith would knock his head off if he tried to do that.
You
You know what
think
I'm
so?
saying? I think Caleb Smith will walk the dogs with that dude.
Oh man, I don't know. I
But
don't
I ain't hating
know.
though. I rock with him. I want him to like. I put it to you like this: if he fought Caleb Smith or David Morrell, I'm going for him. How about that?
Oh, you going? Oh yeah, okay, okay,
I'm going
okay.
for Whitaker. I
What
want
you
him to
what
do good. I just don't believe in the dude.
what you think about his power?
I say it's respectable. You know,
Yeah,
he ain't sleeping ish. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But you know, you can't let him crack you either. You might go to
hmm
sleep yourself. So
yeah,
again, I'm gonna be patient with the guy. You know, I didn't know he was that old already.
yeah,
Um, we're gonna wait to see what he do, and then I can judge him more. Right now,
yeah,
his competition is he should be dancing and showboating and trying to sell tickets. You know what I mean? Like I said,
yeah.
his YouTube highlight reel is crazy. It looked like he the
So
next becoming of something Roy Jones or something. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, yeah.
when you put them in there with them Calums and them David Morrells and them 75 pounders, them top dudes, I don't think that I think he might compete, but I don't think he'd win.
Oh man, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I would love to see it.
Hey, listen, absolutely, Carrie. You know, we gonna wind it on down.
Carrie, you
Uh,
crazy boy. Carrie is a
I,
savage.
right now, let's talk about the bomb real quick. The beautiful
Yeah,
Alicia Baumgardner. She's gonna be fighting Bo Mi Ray Shin, who fought Caroline Dubois. Good fighter, good strong Asian fighter. What are you expecting from Alicia this weekend, Prize?
I'm expecting her to style and profile. I mean, I never heard of this Asian lady that she fighting. That doesn't mean she trash, but I expect Dubois to go in there and get busy. I don't expect nothing less. Maybe a stoppage. She probably should go ahead and stop this chick. But you know, I know that's a lot to say in women's boxing, but I think she walks the dogs with this chick. I never seen this chick. I never even heard of her, but you know, I get it. She's coming up. She's up and coming in. I think Dubois is the goods for a female fighter, and I think she gonna get this chick to work, or
Mm,
better yet, this lady.
yeah, yeah. Bo Mi Ray is a good durable fighter though. She got
We'll
a
see.
10 round. She got a majority decision loss to Caroline Dubois. So that was a tough fight. It was a
Oh, they
good.
fought before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I know exactly who she is. Then okay, well we'll see. I expect her to style and profile this time.
Yeah,
You know, we.
Alicia should be able to box her to a decision.
Oh no, okay, okay, yeah, I did see that agent. Yeah, Alicia should. I want her to knock somebody's head off, bro. You know what I mean? Just like I want the women to dunk in the WNBA. I want Alicia to knock her head off.
Yeah, yeah. But if she don't, I mean, she ain't been really showing that type of power. Like,
She have it though. She been showing some sexiness though.
Oh
For
yeah,
yeah,
her
sure.
her
she gonna
last
have.
stoppage was in 2021 against Terry Harper.
Hey,
That's
Prize,
a minute
she
though.
gonna be at that press conference doing that twerk team stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she definitely gorgeous. Shout out to the bomb, right? Now I'm looking at it. Raquel Miller is back on this card. Okay, they got
Yeah.
Jamal Harvey on this card.
Shout out Raquel. She was supposed to come do the show with us, but she got, I think, life started life in. So she actually did answer my DMs on the IG, and me and her was going back and forth for a little minute, and she stopped posting. I didn't see her for a minute, and she didn't. Couldn't get her on, man. I'm gonna reach out to her again though today when I get home.
Hey, Ja, come back, Ja. Ja is the dude that beat Ja in his pro debut. I just watched him today. His name is Alex Vargas. He from Bellport, New York. This brother is fighting on the ESPN card. He's still undefeated. So Ja, this brother, yeah, it was his second fight. He got my bro Jarrell right there. Appreciate you, Trees, putting some color in the chat, my guy. Appreciate you, Trees. Thank you for the support. Man, we need that. We need people supporting the channel to help us grow. But yeah, Alex Vargas. So we'll get to see how he's improved since he fought Ja. He fought Ja in 2018. He's still undefeated. But he has been out of the ring since
I say he
2023.
did be inactive like crazy. Then
Yeah, he was super inactive. He ain't fought since 2023.
yeah, that's crazy work.
Yeah, so he's fighting an undefeated guy named Ryan O'Rourke. This kid Ryan O'Rourke is 13-0. He only got 3 KOs, so he's not a puncher, but he's 5'11. Fighting at welterweight.
Mm,
He fought last year, so he probably gonna beat. The Irishman. Yeah, he probably gonna beat Alex. I'll watch him though. This dude like he's serious customer, but we'll see. We'll see. That should be a good fight.
yeah,
Both undefeated.
I'm gonna try to meet you at that Keyshawn card.
That'll be lit.
That's right around the time I'm thinking about taking a little small mini staycation. I don't know if
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to somewhere light like Puerto Rico or I might just do Virginia Beach. How far is that from the beach?
Yeah, I told you it's on 20 minutes. You
Yeah, I
the
might do
beach.
that.
Yeah, that way if you get a spot at the beach, it depends. You gonna go by yourself or you gonna take your daughters? You gonna take any of your children?
I'm not sure yet. I don't really like
If you
traveling
do
by
your
myself,
children, yeah. If you take your children or your lady.
and definitely ain't no children coming. That's
Oh,
a
okay,
fact.
no children. Okay, okay.
Hell
Well, then
no.
I was gonna tell you to do the stay in Williamsburg at the Great Wolf Lodge for your kids.
The water park
That
and all.
that'd be dope for them. And
They
then
finna.
because think of you only like I mean Williamsburg is like 45 minutes from Virginia Beach, and then like 25 minutes from
Right.
Norfolk. Yeah, from Norfolk where they're gonna have the fight at the Scope Arena.
Yeah, I might pull up.
So
I might pull up to that joint right there.
And that's in
yeah,
May,
that'll be
huh?
great.
B3.
Yeah, May
Oh
16th.
man.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man.
That's that. So it'll be a Saturday and everything. I could be
Hmm.
back in Jersey on
You,
Monday.
you you know how much pressure it is for Keyshawn to stop Nair Albright?
I don't know about stopping. He got to win, but he calling for the stoppage. He just got to win.
Yeah, I don't
But think
think that.
about it. If they do 12. If they doing 12 rounds, he gonna stop him.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, as far as like his expectations for him, not really, the boxing world. Well, really, the boxing world too. I think it's expected, after he beat his brother, and then they said no contest for him.
Yeah.
I think that he's banking on it. I think that the world thinking that he should do it, and that's a fight that I think I should pick the knockout right there, just off of the
I don't think he's
pressure.
gonna do it.
I don't know if he's gonna do it, man, but I think that's a fight where I should pick the knockout.
Nair's solid, man.
He's
Like
so
Yeah,
solid.
you're
now
not
He's
is
just
so
definitely,
good. He's
and
you're
so
he
not
good.
just
and he
gonna melt
conditioned.
him like that. Yeah, he
Nope.
Mm,
trained all year round. You're not gonna just
Man,
melt him like that.
he's so
mm-mm.
good, man. He's good. He's good.
I mean, I don't even think the fight is warrant for a rematch is happening, but I'm happy. I'm more so happy for Nair than anybody in this whole situation.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? That's just a
right.
brother getting another good payday. He can take care of his family and do what he need to do. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But
Put some
I mean, let's be honest. This is not a fight that nobody is calling for or wanted to see. But
no.
hopefully
Nah.
everybody
Hold on. We're
accept
not
the
gonna do that.
apple cart.
It's personal.
We're
It's
not.
personal.
We're not gonna do that, prize, because they put hands on him after he beat Kelvin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
Can't just do
somewhat,
that.
and that was a big story. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
no
Yeah.
doubt.
the
He
people
definitely has
really
a
wanted
story.
not here. People really wanted not here to get his get back. That's the only thing.
Hmm.
Everybody wanted not here to get an opportunity. It wasn't about Keyshawn. So
Yeah.
I think from that perspective, it's a big fight for Nahir Albright and anybody to support Nahir because they
Me.
know it's hard to get opportunities in boxing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why I said I'm happy for. If anybody, I'm happy for is Nair. You're right. Everything you
yeah,
said
woo.
is make me just want to see the fight a little bit more starting now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to see Keyshawn do something else. But like I said, I'm happy for brother Nair for sure.
It's
And,
no so Carrier, you got an unrealistic expectation if you think Keyshawn is going to stop Nahir. For one, if you seen the first fight, you know that Nahir ain't just gonna go. And
Keyshawn
yeah.
got
two,
better though.
yeah, Keyshawn got a little better, of course, and they fighting at 140 now, but Nahir got better. Nahir almost stopped Frank Martin.
Yeah.
Well,
But
honestly,
what's the name just stopped Keyshawn just stopped a good guy too though.
Jermaine Ortiz,
Man,
Yeah.
who we know can make that weight, man. He's cutting a lot of weight to get down there. Jermaine, I mean, yeah, these guys ain't never been stopped. We'll see what Keyshawn do.
Yeah, because
I mean,
Keyshawn
if
kind
he's
of been on a stopping spree.
Yeah,
yeah, well, I
but
think
you can't get in there and mess around with Woo. Woo can punch.
No, this is my thing. This make me want to see the fight more because to me, in my mind, Nair Albright is a really good fighter, man. Like
he's
his
solid.
technical ability, his jab, he not finna let you just do anything to him in the ring. I'm
Hmm.
sorry, he gonna get your respect. He gonna box. He gonna fight his fight. Whether you can slip something in, you can hurt him to the body. That's gonna be the question. But you not finna just go into a fight with him and he's gonna lay down or
Yeah,
you gonna walk over him. He too
you
skilled.
definitely not gonna walk him like that.
No,
All right, so
no.
let me ask y'all
You
this
definitely
then.
gonna go out swinging.
Oh yeah.
Let
Oh
me bring
yeah.
it. Let me bring in Free real quick. Free. If Keyshawn doesn't get the stoppage over Albright, does his stock drop?
No, Albright is a good fighter. I mean, he never been stopped before, so why would he get a knock on his bout for not stopping somebody that's never been stopped?
This the
Yeah,
this you- this the
yeah,
this
I'm
this
with you.
the you this the YouTube streets though, man. The YouTube streets gonna have something to say about it, but to the world or the general population, I think they gonna. I think everybody want to see him stop him. I ain't gonna lie. I think everybody want to see that because it's Keyshawn. When you talk about Tank, if Tank going to fight with a guy, you expecting him to stop him, and that's the thing with Keyshawn right now. Keyshawn saying he gonna knock everybody out. So what makes Albright any different if you talk like that?
Cause he ain't
You
knock
know
him
what I
out
mean?
before.
Yeah, you know what I mean though. You know when you say that
I
stuff
feel
like
you
that,
though.
yeah, they start to hold on to that. Oh, I knock out Tank, I knock out Devin. Oh, okay, well let's see what you
Man,
do
they
with
fighters,
Albright.
man. They supposed to say that. I don't understand why these new fans is like that. They supposed to
Yeah,
say, "I'm gonna knock him out in 5." You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
That's just they trying to get you to buy tickets and watch the fight, bro. Y'all
But
ain't
but
learned
that
that yet.
that's true. But Keyshawn, so far, he's been keeping his word. He's been keeping his word. He's been keeping his word.
Yeah,
What's
we'll
this like
see.
5, 6 stoppages? He's been keeping his word.
Because
We're gonna see.
Ben, you could see that Ben is not a great. Like Ben was getting overhyped from beating Eubank Jr. Carrier. I gotta stay out of the comments OD too much, but because then people listen back, they don't know what I'm talking about. Carrier says, so why Ben stock dropped when Regis never been stopped, even though he was expected to.
Cause
Um,
he got paid $15 million to look
and the
good.
fact that he pulled somebody up, he literally pulled Regis up from 140 to 150 catch weight, and he still really couldn't do nothing with Regis. It was a tit for tat fight. You know, I mean, he really won off of going to the body. He won off
Hmm.
activity and body blows. He didn't, he should have stopped him. But we know for a fact that I mean, Regis was on wobbly, stanky legs against JoJo Diaz,
He
who
ain't
was
do
a
none of that.
career 26 pounder, and Ghana didn't do none of that. Yeah,
None
JoJo
of that.
Diaz in a losing effort fought better than Regis. Hold on, Faith. You got
Oh,
a lot of
mute.
background.
Fuck.
You got a lot of
What?
background, Faith. But yeah, JoJo was able to actually hurt and wobble Regis. Connor been a bigger dude coming down from 160 at the time. He ain't do none of that. None of it.
Yeah,
So yeah, Connor got a lot to do, a lot to work on. Like you said, that even you got Devin Haney said that you better not go nowhere near him. That's embarrassing. You supposed to be the big man. You got a whole country behind you. You getting a $15 million payday, and you got people saying you ass.
yeah, that's crazy work. 15 mil though. Like, what
Yeah.
possessed them to give up $15 million, bro?
Mm-mm.
It ain't embarrassing for Devin Haney to be breathing on you like that because Devin Haney is the best fighter at 147. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's a pound for
and
pound fighter.
But you got Ryan Garcia call him a bum.
Ryan Garcia is a goofy.
Yeah, exactly. So he shouldn't even be able. So, but you giving them a reason because you can't even do nothing with Regis.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can't even
Kind of
keep
been.
you. That's what I'm saying. We talk about boxing and pure boxing. This brother literally got head butted 4 times. Or he got and we talking about pure boxing. So we comparing to quarter these guys, and these dudes can't even avoid a headbutt. My brother Jock came on here earlier against Alex Vargas, his pro debut, and said, "Man, I wish I would have been prepared for the headbutts." You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's levels to this stuff, man. This dude Regis couldn't even. I mean, this dude Connor can't even keep his distance to to keep Regis up off him. Connor don't even have a jab.
Kind of garbage.
93
How
salute, man.
whoever finessed them out of $15 million are geniuses. They are geniuses. Whoever them people was that got him that deal are genius, bro. Absolutely
Man,
genius.
Treese, they Ja and FaZe not talking right now because he probably got background, but John FaZe was giving Regis a lot of credit. They like what he did, but uh FaZe was picking Regis pre-fight, and a lot of people wanted to see Regis win because we American, but we all know Regis is past it. And that's just
Yeah,
real. And he got pulled up in weight. And Regis did. I mean, Regis is a durable fighter. Like, don't get me wrong, but the skills is really. I mean, we already know Regis has short arms.
yeah,
So moving him up to 150 pounds, he put him at a disadvantage, and Conor Ben still couldn't really do nothing with him.
yeah. Bought a 40 pounder up to junior middleweight is crazy. Basically,
Yeah, that was wild. I mean, I couldn't believe. I thought Conor was gonna step on him.
me too. Especially after what JoJo was putting hands on him, I was like, ain't no way. But I ain't know he was that bad. Like he's that bad, bro. And if he think he
Man,
gonna do anything at welterweight, Devin Haney would have smoked this guy, bro. Shakur
man,
will beat him. Shakur will beat him up. The guy has no jab. He's all over the place. He can't keep distance from like what B3 just told y'all. And he's just a mess, bro. And I hope somebody whip his ass, bro. Real good too.
Ryan,
Hey,
Ryan, oh,
hey,
Ryan gonna stop him.
hey, y'all saying he trash,
Yeah,
I
but
ain't gonna
Shakur,
say he trash, but he's just not really good, bro.
he's not really good. He like a C minus. But Shakur
Yeah.
wouldn't even fight him without a rehydration clause.
Yeah, I don't understand Shakur. Shakur just needed. Sometimes I think he
Come
be
on,
saying
man.
stuff. I think he be just saying
Come
stuff in the
on,
heat of the
man.
moment, and then he probably be like, "Damn, that was corny, wasn't it?" You know what I mean? He probably go tell his boys. Like, I would tell him like, "Yo, B3." I'd be like, "Yo, B, that was kind of corny, bro. Just chill, bro. You gotta chill." When these people start asking you stuff, no man, just be like, "Man, whatever, man. Line him up." That's how I would be. But they get on the camera and the microphone, and they forget they done said something 2 3 weeks ago, and now you got us up here saying, "Well, you said this on this channel, and up here when you came on our channel, you talking about that." So that's what I think with Shakur is. I think he'll fight anybody though, but I don't know. He just won everything on an even playing field. He need to not worry about no hydration clauses and all that. You know what I'm saying? The
cause he
Floyd
know
situation.
all these dudes. Only thing these dudes got over him is that they're gonna be a larger man, pause, and he's gonna be able to. They're gonna be able to try to impose their will. They're gonna try to push him back. That's what FaZe is talking about with this Boost thing. Yeah, Boost was able to show Shakur some things in sparring. He 5'10", 190 in sparring, and he's still one of the most technically sound boxers in the world. So absolutely,
And
one
Shakur
thousand
know
percent.
Shakur know what's going on because he said, "Oh, I didn't think Boots was hitting me his hardest though." He said that Boots wasn't even hitting him his hardest, bro. Boots be up in there crushing dudes. He be
Yeah.
crushing
Smashing.
Yo Yo. He be crushing Conwell. He be crushing Brian Norman. He beating up on Canelo. I'm saying, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to. I mean, he's really one of the best in the sport. I mean, we got. I mean, I can't wait for this Xander fight, man. This Xander fight is going to be a great event, and it's going to really show a lot. It's going to really show where Boots is in comparison to his opposition. If he can get Xander out of there, or outclass Xander, or have Xander running around, or trying to avoid exchanges, that's going to say a lot. Um, but I'm expecting to see Xander bite down.
You,
I'm definitely expecting him to bite down and try to land something solid like Karen did. He might get dropped one time or something like that, but
yeah,
he gonna have to fight him off.
yeah. That's part of. I think like people be mad at guys wanting to see um the underdog uh do something to make the favorite uncomfortable. I just think that's just part of being a fan. Like everybody does it at some point. I don't think there's nothing wrong with guys wanting to see Xander uh press boost and try to give him some kind of challenge. But then if you say that, then guys be like, "Oh, you hating on Boots," or he ain't got nothing for them. That's just pure boxing talk, man. I don't think Xander gonna challenge him though. I don't think he fast enough. I don't think he fast enough, feet work wise or punching power wise. I don't think he coming quick enough to bother Boots.
I think he might do a little something early. You know what I mean? But as long as the fight go on, Boots' experience is going to kick in. That's what I'm thinking. And I think Boots is going to end up just outworking the kid. You know what I mean? In a good fashion. You know what I mean? In an 8-4, 9-3 kind of performance. That's what I'm expecting
Oh,
from Jerron Ennis.
so you got it going to decision.
Yeah, I think Xander gonna make it. Yeah, I'm not. I rock with Xander. You know what I mean? I
B
just I think Boots gonna smoke him out like that though.
B3, what you got it going decision too, B3?
Bentley's crazy.
Uh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie,
Right
man.
now, right
I
now,
don't
yeah.
I don't see that.
I might
I
change it up toward as the fight get closer
yeah, yeah,
phase,
yeah.
but for right now, I just see Xander because he is a warrior, and he got his people gonna be there. He gonna have his country there.
Or
You know,
or it's gonna be a late stoppage. I probably say like between 8 and 9.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Xander box him and fight him
I
off
was
for as
I
long as he
was
can. But if Boots is landing to the body and cipher that gas tank, he gonna get Xander up out of there.
he gonna get
mm,
him up out of I was just gonna say
And it'll
between
probably be
eight and
like a
nine.
corner or like an injury. You know, they'll look at Xander and they'll be like, ah yeah, your ribs hurt. Okay, yeah, I understand. And they gonna wave it off.
Boots get to swinging that hot stuff, flicking his head back. They gonna have to stop that fight, man. You
Boots
got to
is
save
looking at
that
this
big kid.
kid. Yo, face. Boots looking at this kid like complete fool.
Lunch,
Yes.
lunch,
Yo, he got to I
lunch.
gotta eat right now. This is
Philly
going,
cheesesteak.
man. Salt, pepper, ketchup, mayonnaise. You know what I mean?
This a young bull. Boots
Fried
say
onion.
this a young bull
He
right
a
here.
young boy. Yo, he a young boy. Xander, my son age. Like what you? He a year older than my own kid. And you throwing in there with Boots Ennis? Like, yeah, all right. Not saying Xander can't win because he can. Let's be honest. He can catch Boots. He might come in there and have his timing down. You never know. But I don't expect that to happen. But I don't. Let's not act like Xander can't win this. That's what I'm
what
not going to
what
do.
well,
Salute
Prize,
to James
I,
Johnstone.
I was thinking about this yesterday, about Boots, because it seems like a couple people, they think like Virgil, or like, some of these other come forward fighters would have a lot of success against Boots. Like they don't know if he's tough. They don't know if he's durable. They don't know if he's if he's a dog, and stuff like that. And I was thinking like, hey man, Boots got older brothers, man, that used to fight, you know, and from what
Come
I've
from a fighting family.
yeah,
Bozy and them come from that a long line of fighting.
yeah. So you got big brothers who actually bigger than you, fighting you, punching you. You're tough. I mean, just look at the boy John Jones. He got big brothers that play in the NFL. Look how tough he is. So when you the young guy and you getting beat up, hey man, I think that little thing right there for the psychological aspect of it, like bro, you ain't. I've been getting beat. I've been fighting big dudes my whole life, bro. My brother used to beat me up. I ain't finna just. I ain't no walkover no matter what. And my theory on that is basically where I land at is just saying like I think them tough guys gonna get out tough by Boots. You know, from that aspect. You a tough come forward guy. I think you getting cooked.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't picture Xander with his hands up at the end. I know Jerron is looking at this kid like food, like you said, it's lunchtime. You know what I mean? Ring the bell. You know what I'm saying? So I expect Boots to go in there and style and profile and look good. Maybe Xander, I respect Xander. I think Xander might win a round or two, maybe even three. But that's all I'm giving him for now. I just think Boots is too far superior than this kid. You know what I mean? And I feel like the kid's in there. But the kid want the smoke though, so that's why I rock with him because he want the smoke. You know what I mean? But when it gets smoky, when the kitchen get hot, we gonna see where he at. Point blank.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Before we get out of here, man, Shadeja Green is fighting this weekend prize.
Yeah.
Uh, versus Lonnie Daniels. Who took Clarissa decision. What's your thoughts on that? Do you feel like Shadeja should get a stoppage? And what you think about Shadeja versus Clarissa?
Yeah, we definitely want to see that. Everybody wants to see Shadeja and Clarissa. So I think Shadeja gonna go out there and handle her business. You know, when she was on Tommy D's show, you know, she was cooking and she's ready. You know what I mean? And I really like her. I like her personality. I got to learn her more when she came to, somebody channel that's close to us or whatever. But I really fell in love with her personality. I rock with Big Homie for sure.
Do
Or a
you feel
little
like
Big
she can
Homie.
beat? What's your thoughts on the Clarissa fight? She can beat Clarissa or no?
I don't think she can, but I mean, hey, they'll promote the hell out of that fight. That fight would be crazy promotion. There's gonna be a lot of trash talking, and Shadesha, she like that. You know what I mean? She don't care about losing and all that. You know what I mean? She want to rumble. So I mean, she definitely can beat Clarissa, but will she? I don't think so. Carissa's skills, she didn't seen every style. She didn't seen everything. She didn't been down before. She didn't been knocked out in sparring. Like she didn't been around the block. The only thing that's going to beat Clarissa Shields is Father Time, and that's it.
Yeah, and she's still young. I think she just turned 32.
Hmm.
So yeah, she only 30 years old. Phase, man. Break down that James said, yeah, Shields is the female Mayweather 1000%. Well, that's without a doubt. Uh Shadeja Green, man, you think she got a chance to beat Clarissa?
Is that the lady that's like tall, dark skin with like locks?
She's brown skin. I wouldn't call her dark skin.
Brown
But yeah,
skin,
she
like
from
dark
New
brown.
Jersey. She just beat Savannah Marshall on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really watch too much women's boxing, but yeah, it don't. It from what I'm hearing, it doesn't sound like there's a woman in boxing that could beat Clarissa. From what I'm hearing, so shoot, I got Clarissa.
I gotta play this for Savannah, man.
Almost knocked you out. Mhm.
Yeah, she almost
That
got
little
knocked
girl
out.
looked just like him.
I know. I don't know if she do.
Beautiful thing.
Now, yeah, man. Listen. Hey, this was another phenomenal show we had today. We 2:30
Yeah.
in. I appreciate all the support, man. Shout out to Kill, blessing the super chat. She said happy Monday, blessings to you and everyone. And also my brother Cholito Trees putting some color in the chat. When we
Yeah.
taking everything one day at a time, listen, if you can't join the membership, it's a Apple. You want on these all these Apple phones that people got, it's $7 to do the basic membership. All you gotta do is click your phone. Join the membership, support the channel, help the channel grow. We grassroots. Our 1 year anniversary will be April 15th. And I haven't even really planned anything,
Oh, we gotta do
because I'm really
something,
I'm
y'all.
really just working. We really putting in real work. I'm
Do
still
something.
so but I appreciate all the love and support. Yeah, April 15th, that'll be the first because I started this channel for April 15th, 2025. So we're gonna be a year in, and we doing good. We received our monetization. Um, I had my brother Robert King Robert Merriweather bless the platform. Burning the Box had been on the platform. You know what I'm saying, and all my Sports Talk Network brothers and everybody that helped me build the channel. We've been working, doing all them road shows, getting our watch hours, and everybody that support us in the chat, right? So I'm extremely thankful and blessed. And on TikTok, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we really getting to it. I'm doing 13 shows a week on there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to do a dash. So I'm building a community over there as well. So everything is on the right track, man. So listen, support the man of God, bless the man of God. A lot of times, and be honest with you, a lot of people they got money for everything else. They got money to throw away. They got money to sow into somebody because they think they're cute. um People sowing money into porn and all this other type of nasty stuff. They need to sow money into real men that's trying to be positive and do things the right way. So I'm
Sure.
thankful for my brother Prize, my brother Faze, everybody that support the channel. Thank you, Bentley. Appreciate you, James, for pulling up today. My
Mhm.
brother Bentley blessing us. Proud of the STN community. Yeah, the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We definitely doing things the right way. My brother BVO, the best channel on YouTube, the best live on YouTube, period. Amazing commentary and an amazing guest on a weekly basis. So yeah, we
Yeah.
doing the right things. We doing the right things. It's just that simple. And yeah, pugilism, you're right. Shadaza Green went to ODU. She's an ODU Monarch.
Mhm.
That's my alma mater where I graduated from too. So shout out to Shadasia Green. Definitely a supporter of her and want to see her do well. And hopefully she gets that Clarissa fight so they can line that
Yeah.
up. That'd be big for boxing.
For women's
Um,
boxing. Yep.
absolutely. Hey, on that, listen, I appreciate all the support and we're gonna kick it. Y'all already know we here 5 days a week. So definitely pull up on us
Yes,
tomorrow.
sir.
We're gonna be back tomorrow. I haven't really been able to schedule no admin days because when we got 15 active members right now. So I just feel a lot of love. So I really want to show up for the people. So I appreciate you, Bentley. Appreciate everybody that blessed the channel today. God bless y'all. I got a lot of love for y'all and I'm thankful. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network.
Yeah.
Let's go green.
I'm gonna keep shouting you out, B3. When I go on panels, I'll be telling everybody to tap in, bro. So I'm gonna keep on doing that, bro.
Appreciate you, Fades. Listen, what I'm gonna
Facts.
say before we leave out of here. Uh when you sow good things, you reap good things.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I didn't end the show. I accidentally clicked off. But yeah, shout out to my brother Faye. He said he's shouting us out on other platforms. That's a big deal. I'm thankful for that. When you sow good things, when you sow positivity, those that you're gonna reap good things, you're gonna reap positivity. Listen, I got people sowing into my life that they literally getting promotions on their job, they getting blessed in their personal lives, things of that nature. Do the right thing, man. When you're a negative person or you a manipulator or you're a deceiver, and when you sow those things out into the community, those are the same things that's gonna come back to you. We ain't getting into all that. We doing the right thing. We staying positive. I believe in being an example for the youth, the young brothers and young sisters that's coming up. They need to see positive representation of heterosexual men doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They want to love on somebody without physically touching them. You know, they want to sow into somebody without having to need anything back, anything like that. So continue to support the channel, help the channel grow. I'm gone. Love y'all. Peace.
I need money.